Madonna tutto
Yeah, live and direct. Our Prime Minister is being hosted right now by Adandim Bunandegede. Adandim Bunandegede hosting our Prime Minister. So as you're coming in, hit the like button, share, and let's go there. I'm gonna exit the stage and allow the screen to be bigger. So let's go there.
Ono nanu malo waya Nodro no gabonu Bani eza pojuko Onya sinya jidekuji Yabiko ganiru Ijaw Tomu afunagama Ebi no nishu
Gini. Obatobie.
Ndewo, Diolamma.
No.
You're welcome.
No.
Ndewo.
No, our leader. No. Ana m akpọgụ leader because no our leader ka ewu. Ọ nke anyị fụrụ anya nke na-eri idi anyị. Ọ ife o. Obatobie. Ahụ ụmụ Igbo niile gbakọnọtara today. Ụmụ Igbo juru eju ma ndị nọ n'ụlọ ma ndị nọ n'ama. Ha ncha niile zuru tata. Ịfụ gị. Adị ikwunyele gị. Na-ebunyekwa gị ukpe ekene mili emi dolimiri. Ana m ekene godu gị uchi obi aṅụrị niile na nyawo nkwete ikwetele ọpọ na onwelo ife mfụrụ nwụ nsị gị biko ya bịa ka anyị na gị nọrọ n'asụsụ ndị mbụ na ndị egede n'asụsụ ndị Igbo agba ha esi m yes. Hey, Obatobie esi mbọsị ahụ ruo today adị m ala ha ụla aṅụrị o nwere ụdị aṅụrị ya na-ewe mmadụ nwee onye ahụ ala ha ụla. So Obatobie anyị nwe ụmụ Igbo nọ today wee na-asị gị thank you n'ife ọma niile ị na-emere anyị. Ma kwụsịgodo ebe a ka nye gị ohere ka ikenegodo ụmụ Igbo anyị ewere bidokwazie. Ndewo.
Diolamma. Ụmụ Igbo ekene m unu.
Ya.
Igbo ekene m unu.
Oh my God.
Biafra ekene m unu. Ndewo no. And obi dị m ụtọ na program nke a mana ị ga-amatakwa dat na mpụtaba ana m apụta for entire Biafra people. So on that note, ị ga na-asụ n'Igbo ana m ekwu with oyibo so that ndị onye ọbụla ga-aghọtacha ihe na-ekwu maka na bụrụ ọsọsọ ndị Igbo ka njika maka ha wepụta.
Ndewo Obatobie. Ọbata ụmụ Igbo na-anụ n'ife Obatobie kwula ndị ọnwụ na unu n'anya eziokwu because na leader anyị nwere awụrụ ọsọsọ leader ụmụ Igbo ọ leader Biafra niile sacrifice Obatobie nyere awụ sọnsọ anyị nwenwu ndị Igbo o nyere sacrifice for the whole Biafra. So nsogbu adịghị anyị eme ya accept because na maka ndị na-asị na Obatobie anaghị asụ Igbo na ọwụghị onye Igbo o nwebeghị ife anyị anụbeghị. Den anyị ejekwa na-efukwana ihe niile wee fụdata na ọ na-asụrị karịa anyị nwa nke na m wee jigo eme program ebe ọsụrụ Igbo mana Obatobie biko ọ wụ eziokwu dat na asụsụ ihe asụ oyibo mana biko mma ala eke ka ị were tụgodu nwa obere Igbo maka ndị na-asụ na iwu ha onye Igbo maka ndị na-asụ na ịmaghị Igbo asụ biko mma ala ekegodo ọrụgodo just ekene okwu Igbo ume ka i were godo ya gwagodola anyị ụmụ Igbo okwu nkasi obi just i were gwagodola anyị ụmụ Igbo okwu just with 1 minute anyị ewere movezie.
Ndị Igbo ana m ekele unu Chineke maka ife anyị na-emegoro abedebe nwata onye ọbụla la shidatle mbede abụdo onye Igbo onye ahụ ihe ọ na-efu n'ubeghị ya nshi mere ife ọbụla goshido bụ anyị ga-emekọta gboo anyị akara ha lụọ nwere onye ọbụla dị ndị Igbo karịa anyị ndị ya ka esi Abakaliki shi mgbo nwa mgbe ji ogechi mgbọrọ lisi onye ọzọ bụ mmadụ ga nọgide asị na amabụdo onye Igbo bụ ihe dị ọ bụrụ anyị bụga akara ha ka anyị si eme ọ bụrụ ha bụga akara anyị ka anyị si eme lụ anyị bụga na-egosi ha pesi ha na-eto
Can you prove I can eme? Up the final eme. When we get out to English town here, Bible them be a dance or the tone here. If I wonder gonna haji the struggle. Egede above Tandibo, Landuna no Biafra from Nigeria. Over the heaven there, we're gonna can't I get shame. So Ndivine, Mama Karuno. Up to us it's ego. Like I'm a full fumbo. You could go see that album one big your get you brolition yourself. And you're like your dofu. Malikani, buying out look dog, Brr in what tree. There were.
Ndewo, my leader, Obatobie, thank you very much. N'asụsụ ijili Igbo wee sị maka onye si that na Obatobie adị asụ Igbo. Ọwazụkwa Igbo na ọ sụrụ ọhụụ a na asụsụ be nne ya Mgbojọg. Ka ọ sụrụ ife a. Ọwụọkwa jenara Igbo na nke a wụ that na ọ sụrụ ya ruo anị uno. Ruo na mbala be nne ya gedegede no ebe olu. So na Obatobie, our leader, thank you very much, our Prime Minister. Because my Prime Minister, onwere ajụjụ anyị chọrọ ịjụgo ajụjụ a na-agbagwoju anyị anya. Nsị na anyị ebidogodo na ajụjụ a na-asị biko anyị chọrọ ịma ka ịkọwagodolo anyị kedu onye wụ Simon Ekpa? Who is Simon Ekpa? Who is Obatobie? Anyị chọrọ ịma ị nwere ike ịkọwatagodolo anyị biko nwa obere ka anyị mara kedu onye iwu Obatobie Simon Ekpa. Who is Simon Ekpa?
Simon Ekpa remains a mystery. And mystery he will remain until after Biafra has been restored, an independent state of Biafra. Then a lot of secrets about Simon Ekpa will be revealed to people. But for now, he will continue to remain a mystery.
Thank you. Thank you, Obatobie. Okuna anugo maka ndị na-ajụ onye wu Simon Ekpa. Who is Simon Ekpa? Okuna anugo agwala unu na ife anyị na-emewe ife mmụọ. Sọnsọ onye nwere anya mmụọ ya ghọta ife okwu. And sọnsọ onye nwere anya mmụọ nwere ike ịfụ ya. Biko Obatobie, o nwere ife anyị na-agbagwoju anyị anya anyị si na anyị ya ajụ gị. Because that na o nwere ife ndị anyị na-afụ. At times, it's that because ihe niile anyị na-eje n'ihe niile our leader Maazị Nnamdi Kanu dobere. Ihe niile okwu ya niile and okwu niile ahụ ọ na-ekwu wifi na-emegasị and in one or too much time I am happy with our leader Maazị Nnamdi Kanu with too much time as onye na-efolo enu as onye na-anabọ na anyị anọkọtebe mfu ya apart from boss anyị fụrụ gị mere ya interview anyị anọkọtebekwa ha fụgụ na ya na-abọ together. So I will be a France now wonder see kedizi how manage ihe niile our leader Maazị Nnamdi Kanu kwuru ka ị na-eme ọbịa ịda egwu na ya na-abọ enweghị anything and ya fụgbe ngo and no na ndị dịka esi asị na no na struggle and in take oath no nwere anything ịma gbasara IPOB. So I na-asị how manage and the advice na-asa anyị what we don't know is bigger than us and the advice na-asa anyị na ị na-eje n'ime obi our leader were okwu biko ị nwere ike ịda ya anya n'okwu ndị agasị.
Yeah, thank you very much. Ihe dị na ya bụ na the answer to this your question, Bona, what you don't know is bigger than you. Ịma na okwu a ọ zalụ ọtụtụ ajụjụ mana ndị mmadụ amaghị. And I believe that na ọkịta ka ndị mmadụ bịa na-achọpụta okwu ahụ not the too deep.
Yes.
Because it answered a lot of questions. So everything I have done so far is taking things from the heart of Maazị Nnamdi Kanu. And I want everybody, most of the things we are doing is not like, it is somewhere, but it is just for you to understand that Biafra is a spirit which must become a nation and restored and will be one of the best countries in the world. So the spirit of Biafra, once it chooses you, it guides you and show you what to do at every given point in time and at every step. You are going to be doing the right thing. And that is what differentiates us from the other people who were just a political pressure group because they were not genuine and the spirit of Biafra left them. I want you to understand that on February 2028, February 2022, we have voting online, and we gave vote of no confidence. On the other side, the IPOB Nigeria. And that day, I made a pronouncement. I said, everything have left them from this day, and they will never ever rise again until Biafra is restored. I want you to check from that 28th February to now. Have they risen again? Can never happen. Anywhere there is army, anywhere there is any ESN again, under them, they will be captured. And it is happening. I am telling you, all the people you see they are displaying on social media, the Nigerian terrorists, are in their camp. A few days ago, they busted them in Ebonyi State where they are trying to set up camp. So anybody following them, they are following the betrayal of Biafra. And the spirit of, so long as you are in Biafra land, you can never succeed. The only place now that have the spirit of Biafra, which have a clear path to our freedom, is the Biafra government. If you are against it, you will never succeed. It does not matter what you do, believe me. From the commanders that betrayed me and this struggle, all of them, I have never wished bad for anybody, but believe me, once I pronounce anything against you, you and the spirit of Biafra will have something to settle. Thank you.
Okay. Biko, our leader, Albert Obie, o nwere ife ọzọ anyị chọrọ ịjụ gị because na ọ na-ada anyị supplies mụnwa na ndị Igbo ndị ọzọ supplies. Kedu ka isi eme ya wụ ife because na amị aghọtaghọ nke a for the first time in this world, somebody outside wee na command a nation and the order unu na-enye a na-eme ya otu ahụ isi ekwuye onweghị ọdụ inyere adịghị otu ahụ isi wee kwe. Instead, if even ọ na-adị worst, anyị na-ajụ how manage because ihe awọ gbara Igbo gharịa ị nwere ike ịgwa anyị kedu ka isi eme kedu ụdị magic dị ife a because na anyị aghọtaghị.
The point is that, like I said, here Biafra, bo ihe mo kaneme, and because Biafra, a lot of people have died for this nation, and the spirit of these people that died are very, very angry, and they are hungry for freedom, to make sure that they did not die in vain. There is no country in the world that have witnessed the massacre of their people like Nigeria and Biafra. And they are still one. No place in this world that what happened to Biafra people has happened, and those people continue to remain as one, like in Nigeria today. So the spirit of millions and millions of children, innocent children, that Nigeria killed, murdered, in order to keep Nigeria one, have possessed many of us, and I'm one of them. That's all I have to say. And like I always say, before you attack me, go and consult your native doctor. Go to your oracle and do some alpha, so that you know whether that particular fight you are going to pick up with me, you are going to fight it to the end before you can embark on it.
Okay. Albert Obie na comment section.
Well, ịmana onye ndị iro gbara ndị okirikiri na gbara okirikiri na chendi anche bụ niile. So we are not supposed to be sleeping at this point. Our brain are working 247. Myself, my brain working 247, and I have meetings almost 24 hours because the people I'm dealing with are scattered all over the world. Some people are in the afternoon while we are in the night. So I need to schedule a meeting to suit their time because I need them more than they need me. So in that being said, I can wake up around 3 a.m. and have a meeting. Why those people will be in the afternoon. So most of the time, the meeting we have will always be 7 p.m. Biafra time. That is like a central time. But there are some specific high-level meeting that I used to have that can wake up 4 a.m. in the night to be able to suit the time of those people. So whether I sleep, sometimes I sleep, sometimes I don't. And it has to be like that.
May God protect you, our leader, Obata Obie. Nwantịntị oge anyị enye ohere for ndị ya akpọ because na ndị chọrọ ikwuli gị ka nkụ, ndị chọrọ ịkpọ na phone ka nkụ, because ama that na ide enwe too much time. If na ọbịbịa anyị bịara amadom that na ihe abịa, mana Obata Obie o nwere ife nchọrọ ịjụ gị. Ịma na abịa na Biafra land, anyị nwere church, nwee ndị omenala, nwee ndị anaghị eje ụka. Ọnwụ na Biafra abịa Obata Obie biko kedu ebe anyị ya na-anọ? Oyawu Biafra oyawu ụfọdụ ndị ụka ka ndị ụka ya kacha nwee ọkwa karịa ndị ọdịnala, ka ndị ọdịnala ya ka nwe ọkwa karịa ndị ụka. Biko nwere ike ịza anyị ya biko.
Thank you very much. Biafra land, in Biafra nation, the United States of Biafra, we are looking at a country that will have equal right, make everybody to be equal. Your religion will be equal. What we're going to have is official, as official religion is the Christian religion, traditional Omenana religion, and the Jewish religion. That's going to be the 3 official religions we are going to have. And these religions will be treated equal. No one will be more superior than the other. Government will participate heavily to make sure that our people are not being carried away by religion, that we must practice practicality, we must embrace civilization, innovation, and what will make us stand very tall in the international community. So religion is one thing that we are going to make sure that every religion that is official religion in Biafra land is going to be treated equal, with equal right and respect. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Obata Obie. My last question before Nyezi ndị na-akpọ na akpọ, Obata Obie, dịka ịbịa na Biafra land, enwere asụsụ dịgasị iche iche. Anyị nwawo ndị Biafra a na-anụ ife onye a na-ekwu na ife onye a na-ekwu. Ife anyị ji communicate with English. So dịka afụfụ anyị tara na n'aka ndị Britain so much ife gbasara oyibo, ọnwụ na Biafra bịa ayo ya continue with oyibo ka o nwere asụsụ anyị ewepụta anyị na-asụ anyị iji wee na ya wa asụ nwere asụsụ ọzọ nwere ike ijikọta ụmụ Biafra ka English.
The vision I am having for Biafra is a Biafra where every ethnic group who find themselves in Biafra will conduct the affair of day-to-day affair in their state with their local dialect. So if you are speaking whatever you are speaking as a dialect, that becomes your official language in your state. Use that to have your daily affair in the government because there you understand things very better. But one problem we are going to have, which I believe it is a very long-term project and we're going to solve it, is the ability to develop this language and dialect into written format and, the communication to be globally recognized as a dialect and as a language. Many dialects in Biafra land, people don't know how to write it, right? So we need to develop, this language and this dialect, and that takes a lot of time. So the vision we have is not a vision of today. It's a long-term vision, which will be shaping the United States of Biafra, in the next 20 years, in the next 30 years, we want to be somewhere where we are going to use our local dialect to run the affair of the government on a daily basis. and also in the school. So when you come to a central, the central government of the United States of Biafra, we have one language, to use as a general language for communication. That could be English, for example, because that's what we, accepted globally. But this is something that has to go through a legislative process, which takes a very long time. But for the fact that Biafrans should understand that if you are Ijaw, Ibibio, Efik, you will use your dialect to run the affair of your state and not English. Thank you.
Okay. Ọbata obi biko eweniwe masị na nke a wekwere last question, mana onwere last question but time because of our leader Maazị Nnamdi Kanu. Because everybody now see that now our leader Maazị Nnamdi Kanu put out that now he will that na he had drop for our leader Maazị Nnamdi Kanu. And another question, second question there, because after our leader Maazị Nnamdi Kanu in the court for this last court, only if it will say, leave my father or else you will see the beast in me. So many people when so I told me my biko kedu no bigi ebe our leader Maazị Nnamdi Kanu.
Thank you very much, Diolamma. Sometimes a lot of things are better left untold. The sensitivity issue surrounding our leader Maazị Nnamdi Kanu is something that there are some certain things we don't need to start discussing.
Yes.
Maazị Nnamdi Kanu remained the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, and I see him as my leader. I'm just a prime minister. He may decide to be the president of Biafra. People don't understand that there are systems of government. He said he don't want to be the president of Biafra, but I was then.
Yes.
Because the people he was dealing with, he was not very sure of them. I am the leader of Biafra. In Finland, we have president of Finland, and then we have the prime minister of Finland. So we can also run the same system of government. But the most important thing is that I do not want what is happening now as the liberation of Biafra to be linked to Maazị Nnamdi Kanu. I have made that very, very clear. What we are doing now is what we are doing for the Biafra nation, for ourselves, our future. It must not be linked to Maazị Nnamdi Kanu. And because I know where the criminals are linking and trying to link those things to that, every time when we do something the same as an Americano IPOP, we have government in exile. And everything that we are doing today to delegitimize Nigeria is under Biafra government in exile, another Biafra de facto government, not under IPOB, not under Maazị Nnamdi Kanu. Okay, so why are they linking it to IPOB? We have Biafra Liberation Army, not Eastern Security Network. And the Biafra Liberation Army continue to delegitimize Nigeria by neutralizing the terrorists in uniform in our land when they come to kill our people as before. And we take responsibility of defending our land, but yet they are calling Eastern Security Network. We don't have Eastern Security Network. We have nothing to do with Eastern Security Network. What we have is Biafra Liberation Army and Biafra government in exile and de facto government in the homeland. So Maazị Nnamdi Kanu remain the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, and as far as I'm concerned, he is one of the key players in this movement. If it comes out today, a lot is going to change. Believe me, a lot is going to change. And having seen him, that is not giving up, his place is waiting for him in this government.
Thank you, sir. Biko Batobi, I follow gay, on a picture, on a video of the lawful. Imona knock it and no, it took a something. And look at the back while I film I nene. Only if me while I in keep Bazwa. I follow gonna yana 6 October 2020. Now Finland, with the Biafran flag. wee na-agbasa ozi ọma wee na-agwa ndị mmadụ okwu gbasara Biafra na ife na-eme na Biafra isi that na ife ị na-afụ ọ na-eficha atrocities na-eme na Biafra land na ọ na-agba gị anya mmiri. And our leader Maazị Nnamdi Kanu ọ ka nọ ejidere ha kidnap na 2021. So biko anyị chọrọ ịma ajụjụ Biafra sisi m jụọ gị ọkachasị ụmụ Igbo na ndị IPOB Finland mgbe osa ha ihe mere ihe a ha nọkwa n'ime the meeting ahụ ebe ahụ nọ na-agbasa ozi maka anyị fụrụ Biafran flag ọsọ ha sị na anyị fụrụ Biafran flag anyị nwa na-eche biko ị nwere ike ịmụnyetụrụ anyị ọkụ kedu ihe mere ebe ahụ kedu so a member of IPOB because na since anyị na-afụ onwebeghị mgbe anyị nụrụ that na onwe imere mgbe imere ụdị ife dị otu a. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. What people don't understand is that the separation of the chaff from the wheat started a very long time ago. I have been to different IPOB meetings in Finland. They have different faction of IPOB then, okay? And the ones I have with, what I posted, was the original IPOB, the first registered IPOB in Finland, which I believe have the interest of the Biafra movement at heart. I have also been to the meeting of the other IPOB in Nigeria, but then, of course, they were still like, nobody knows the difference between the two. So I have been to both, even more in the IPOB in Nigeria than the one you saw in the video, because these are two different IPOB group back then in 2020. And it is also like that in many countries of the world before 2021 when Onyedo was kidnapped. So the issue of this, people identifying that there are criminality and trying to distance themselves and go on their way has been there before 2020 and before Onyedo was kidnapped in 2021. So the process already has begun. That's what happened.
Okay, thank you, Obata Obie, because that na amala mi fe meku amanye oheleka mu Biafra se kpogi before egwapi also because I am an also the go no go on. Because the line is open. Our Obata Obie 1 Agune chamber na Biafra nine no ya omega I nwu Igbo if I jiwe olu Igbo. So the line is open. No, with 1 minute, biko. And here Ijaw balulu ya ukwana ajuju abahulu biko. 1 minute. Hello. Good evening, sir. Dewo.
Over to you.
Dewo.
Amedo. I need to make a for Ireland over to
There were.
I have a told education when I forgot when I can never go. Gather and get it. And the champagne, I got a champagne, and I have a link. I will have a link. So champagne is ever an apple. Over to you. Hello?
Hello, Anna, if I could now, no, if you know, biko 1 minute.
Okay, because over to you, Emana, Ebana Tata Omaka, na platform one that Diolamma. And the answer you could Tata Omaka, Omuan Yae, over to you, Omuan in Bemonwa during the war. Bemonwa 1967, 68, 69, and 70. These 4 years make the 4 market days na Biafra land. Na this year. After Hatalo, Elizabeth after Hatalo, and the Mazuga our PM. Now before Njoya Biko, we let us from my this one Yamulonga. I want to do this thing.
Just go straight to the question. Go straight to the question, please.
Okay. I just already want to know because during the war. because during the war, I know now Mando money more from and they lose with their distance. So I did more. Oh, na Biafra, Bia. One yatala well. They don't do it. No. I used to go in here honor. By our patrons honor. Working them log. One yatala for during the war. Muta Munina Hamuro. 3 million to 5 million. One. Never do. I never honor. I want to Biafra, where they will.
Thank you very much. We will immortalize those who have paid biggest price for this nation, Biafra. And restoration of Biafra as an independent nation is the highest honor we will give to them. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mazi.
Ndewo. Na akpọ PM enwere too much chance. Oh yeah, hapụkwa Ijewa. Hello. Ndewo. 1 minute biko, 1 minute. Ndewo, go straight to the question biko na phone ndị na-akpọ ndị too much biko.
Our Prime Minister Obatobie, good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Ada Chukwu gozie unu ihe unu na-eme dị anyị mma. Afa m bụ Ebere Chukwu Ọbịageri akụ egbune nwa. Ahụ m onye Ọlụ steeti n'ime Biafra anyị. Ọ dịzi nke nlawa na nna Amerịka ụla na-agụ m biko PM mee na ọsịsọ. Ajụjụ mbụrụ na arụrụ ala ndị a na-arụzi kịta na etiti duto na ihe esiri ike na agụrụ dị. Were ego na-emesa ndị be anyị anya ha na-abanye na nke ndị na-akpụ isi ana. Ama m nwekwa idea. Ejizie na-emezi arụ kịta. A na-aga n'ụlọ na-ebunye ha ego ka ha wee kwere wuru ndị Muslim. Biko, ihe a ga-eme ihe a na ọ karịana. Ọkpọrọ ihe ndị ụka arụrụ ala na-arụgodu na saịdị nke ha nwa.
Yeah, that is my least worry. That is not my worry at all. That is not the problem. Once Biafra is declared and restored after some few months or years of battle, their head will be corrected automatically.
Okay.
Independent state of Biafra. You remember that it is condition that make crayfish to bend, right? And you also say that they are giving them money in order to convert. So it is not from their hearts. And the condition is making them to collect money and convert. So once Biafra is declared, the condition that is making them to collect money to convert to what they don't like will automatically disappear from them. Biafra government will correct all those injustices. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Hello. Before they call it too much, or not jam. Hello. Hello, good evening.
Good evening. Thank you. Dalo for iganye ntị ịdịrazi n'onu anyị Chukwu gọzie gị Chukwu dị ogige. Enwere m ajụjụ eju biko. So ajụjụ m wee dị otu a. Ma ịma na anyị bụ ụmụ Biafra bụ ndị Republican in nature. And ha bịa na nwere onwe anyị na-azọ. Mgbe ọbụla ụmụnne anyị kpọrọ, ọkacha ndị nọ n'obodo oyibo. Majority of them ihe dị ha mkpa bụ social welfare. So ihe a wee na-eme m ka m wee jụọ gị ajụjụ a wee sị, knowing that ebe anyị nọ kịta bụ anyị nwa nọ outside, anyị nwa ji anya anyị wee fụkwa onwe nke dị perfect.
Nna Ijaw, ajụjụ go straight to your question. Ndị na-akpọ no dị too much biko. Ọ
bụrụ na Biafra abịa, kedu ụdị gọọmenti anyị ga-eme operate? Biko nwere ihe ọzọ, I want 2 questions. Nke a bụ 1. Secondly,
what do you mean by the government?
anyị nwere
animal
ike
breed?
O nwere ife ọ na-ajụ gị ajụ nne.
What do you mean by the government animal breed? You don't know the government will
no,
operate.
you go. Anyị na-ekwu na anyị bụ Republican. Ụmụ nwanne anyị na-ajụ ajụjụ gbasara social.
You don't know that we have a confederation. We are going to have a confederation, or what kind of government are you talking about?
Okay, mgbe ịsago nke ahụ. Ihe ọzọ m chọrọ ịjụ kịta bụ anyị aga ịma obodo anyị si n'ime ya bụ Afrịka na-agbanwe nke dị ukwuu.
Just ask your question and not telling me background. Just ask your question.
Ke anyị ọ bụrụ na Biafra bịa asị na a chọrọ inwe common ego na the whole Africa.
Ị na-ekwu okwu Afrịka,
anyị ga-eso n'ime ya.
Okay, ọbata obi nna.
Sorry, what is the question?
Ọ bụrụ na anyị nweta onwe anyị, anyị a ga-eso n'ime ndị asị na anyị nweta onwe anyị ụmụ Afrịka gbakọ sị na anyị chọrọ inwe ofu ego, anyị a ga-aba n'ofu ego ahụ.
Of course, I'm a Pan-Africanist, but I believe that for Africa to flourish and progress, we must disintegrate Africa and come back together like European Union. So if we do that, we are going to be part of Africa, whatever establishment that is going to be. But at the same time, we must protect and make sure that the policy are favorable and for the interest of Biafra. Anything we are going to do within the African continent must be the interest of Biafra first before anything. So yes, we will be part of such arrangement. And then you talked about the social welfare. Biafra government will have, is a must. We must have social welfare services to make sure that we balance the damage that Nigeria has done on our people. So government is going to provide for the unemployed people in Biafra, the aged people in Biafra. It is not going to be easy, it's going to be very difficult, but we will put up a system to make sure that no matter how little, that people will be able to feed and have shelter. We will provide social service for Biafra people, and we are going to copy from Finland. Thank you.
Thank you very much, my sister.
Hello?
Hello? Go ahead, 1 minute, please. 1 minute, 1 minute, please. Go ahead, straight to your question.
Ọbata Obie. Ndewo, Chineke gọzie gị. Enweghị m ajụjụ kama na Chineke bi n'eluigwe gọziri wee were anyị wee mee gị anyị wee nwee hope again. Ịkpọke odogwu ka ewu odogwu akata aka.
All right, we are here for questions. If you don't have questions, please don't call.
I don't have questions. Ihe niile ị na-eme bara anyị anya. Bye bye.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Ali. Biko onye na-akpọ no na-akpọ ya wụrụ for question. Biko onye na-akpọ no ya wụrụ for question.
Diolamma, can you give me just a minute? Let me get water for myself, please.
Thank you, sir. Hello, good evening. And when did you about to be?
Lovers of freedom, I'm sure you have seen it. PM is going to be back shortly. He's going to be back shortly. So we are expecting him to be back shortly. Here's Pastor Van Van Van. Obato Bie Woni Wakuna Nugia. And there is one statement he made there that many of you that are always asking, what will you do when Mazinam the Kanu is released? What will you do? Are you going to hand over? Did you guys hear his reduce the volume of that one? It's coming in here. Did you guys hear what he answered you there? He said, now you can see whatever I'm doing, okay, Obatobia is back. So let's go. Obatobia. Woketegete. Agene. Woketegete. Agene. Look at him. Prime Minister Nagemunka. Prime Minister no mama like this. Okay, wait. I think I muted this thing from this other side. Okay.
I don't know. Can you remind me?
Okay. Okay, also because of this program coming to the the last one they place, you see this Nigerian flag. Very soon, it will turn to Biafra flag.
Okay.
How do you put that in that very wow, say yes, I am going to tell you. So, care number one. So, I'm very happy. I don't take them so again. All because of this struggle. So, thank you, Nihin. Then the second question, will keep change? What will keep change? One of time on email, one of time on this struggle. I knew you were never in age. Only when he came again, look at this. That is only when he came again. I guess somebody named
I can only change to be a beast.
Okay, that's good. Thank you, my PM. Thank you very much.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you. How about your George? Okay, Isague because Isague. Thank you. Hello, nah, I call it too much. Hello, nah, Hello, good evening. Because 1 minute, and I'm mad at too much so that kata no onye like and the mad way especially and don't is the nuno.
Okay. Ekelemo Prime Minister. My PM, my question is this. My question is this. Basaram, when you do the question, Basaram, that here Basara and the Muslim and Aputani Madigo. Biafra, I quick arrow mocks nearby, and another question again, Basara Emana in the Western world where we are now. Any room wine, Ike very well, and they heard one of them. But Biafra, and he can to the extent that now wine I got also now and at the same time we did nowhere. To that extent.
In Biafra, we are going to have equality, equal opportunity for men and women, but at the same time, we will respect our culture and norms. The tradition of Biafra people, different tradition, different culture, will be the base of Biafra Constitution. So we are going to make sure we preserve our culture. Culture is the way of life of people. But at the same time, we are embracing civilization. We are already civilized, and we are bringing a system that will put Biafra as a nation to compete to other part of the world, and very, very outstanding country. Because of our natural resources, will become a very interest a place for Biafra, for the world to come in. And at the same time, we will make sure that Biafra has a brain-based economy. Women are needed in different positions, and that we have actually displayed in the Biafra government in exile, and of course in the de facto government. Women are doing wonders. Their brain are needed, their experience are needed. So this African mentality of women is this, or women is weaker, is not actually working for us who have embraced civilization and who contributed to Finland being what it is today. And so when I joined the politics in Finland, if you are able to translate the last article about me and Biafra, you will understand that when I joined politics in Finland, one of the major reasons was to learn the system so that I can go back home to use it to change our people and change the system. That was my major reason of joining politics in Finland. And I believe that I have learned a lot. And that's exactly what I'm implementing and using in the Biafra struggle. Finland and Biafra has similar history when it comes to the liberation and independent state. After they got freedom, fought their way out from Russia, they were very, very poor. Very, very, very poor. And even at the same time, Russia also participated somehow in making sure that Finland had something to feed. So Russia was importing. At that time, the whole world almost rejected Finland. Nobody wanted to do business with Finland. This is history that even many Finnish people don't know this history. That many countries of the world rejected Finland. It was still the same Russia that was, that went into agreement to start importing socks, the wool that Finland was producing in order to, boost the economy of Finland then. By that time, nobody in the world wanted to buy this product from Finland. They were virtually producing only this cotton socks and all that, But Russia was importing it in order to, make them have money. And out from nowhere, Finland is what it is today. Women participated in creating Finland and making Finland one of the best countries in the world. So I have actually learned from them, and that is exactly the evidence you can see today in Biafra government in exile. And the progress we are making today is, unimaginable, with unimaginable speed. So women is very, very needed, and we are going to make sure that there is equality in Biafra, in the United States of Biafra. So yes, women will be part of it. It is you who don't understand the role of women that have to adjust yourself and, make yourself adjustable to live in a Western way and at the same time value our culture. So please, my brother, women are needed to have a very robust nation. Thank you.
Hello.
Hello. Good evening, Diolamma.
Good evening.
Good evening, my PM.
There we go.
Yes, I'm calling from Biafra land. Thank you, Prime Minister. My question is this. Please, all these people that has been crying about they grabbed their land, those who are stronger than them took their land, they cry forever, but nothing is happening. All the lands that the government are grabbing from people, what are we going to do when Biafra comes to help to recover the land for the poor people, please?
That particular thing
you.
has been covered in Biafra Charter that was adopted in Helsinki last year. We covered how to solve the problem of land. And one of the ways is that the land belongs to the people. And whenever government want to use land for anything that is going to be for the interest of Biafra, the owners will be duly compensated, and the person whoever owned the land will be happy. Those that their land has been taken away by criminals who represent Nigeria within Biafra land, of course, those who took that land by force, it will be revoked. We'll go through the process to make sure everything followed a due and legal process to revoke every illegally possessed land in our land. So we'll make sure that the fight for our freedom is not just to free as a nation or as an entity, but also to give hope and life, return hope and life to the people of Biafra who have suffered all manner of evil treatment under Nigeria. So those things will be returned back to them. Thank you.
Hello?
Hello?
Go ahead.
Diolamma, your sister for worry.
Yeah.
Good evening, sir. I have like 2 questions to ask you. I know you just said about social welfare to your people, but if they are young, like people that can still work, are you going to give them like a deadline, like 1 year or 2 years? Because if you give them social welfare, like free house, money for food, they might be lazy and they don't want to work. Are you going to put like a deadline? Say, okay, if you started collecting welfare for 1 year, or by 2 or 3 years, if you are not off it, they will take you off. Are you going to do that, or is it going to be permanent? That is for
Are you lazy? Are you lazy in the United Kingdom?
Yes, I am.
You're lazy. All right, so come and be lazy in Biafra. You are going to receive social services, welfare in Biafra. If you like, be lazy. But what I can assure you is that the social service, social welfare you are going to receive in Biafra land can only afford you to buy food. It can't afford you to buy iPhone 14. So if you want to have iPhone 14, you go to work.
Yes.
You can buy food, stay in your house, drink water with your children, but you can't enjoy the good things like MacBook Pro. If you want to buy MacBook Pro, you go to work. So, but food, put on your table, security, on your table, and social amenities you are going to have in your different communities and world. But if you want to buy Range Rover, you go to work. If you want to buy a nice car, you go to work. That's where you get the money to buy it, not from the government.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, when you come to the hospital, when you come to the when you said free hospital, would the free hospital be for everybody or for just the old people when it comes to the
everybody that is legally in Biafra land, documented, and is a Biafra citizen or staying with Biafra government residence permit, you will have access to free health system. Yes.
Okay,
At the same time, we are going to have a national insurance scheme, which we are going to announce later. We need to put all these structures in place ahead of time. So the national insurance scheme of Biafra will subsidize the hospital, bill or the healthcare bills and all that. So they will subsidize it. So if you go to hospital, for example, and the cost of you visiting a doctor is 100 HMA, 100 Biafra HMA, for example, the national insurance scheme of Biafra will cover 90% of that, and you're going to pay 10 HMA instead of 100. Okay. That's the system.
There's a little bit of thing here. If, for example, like here in UK, if you don't have your document, but they will still allow you to have, if you are a pregnant woman, you want to go and have a child, they will still allow you to go to the hospital to have your child, but they will not let you go. The kind of, I don't know how I will call it, it looks weird, but the police will be on your case, they will come to you to find out how you're going to pay. But if somebody is standing for you, then the person can put their credential down for you to have that free delivery, or because you must get the treatment before payment. So if they don't have nationality of Biafra, will you treat them regardless?
That is a United Kingdom. We are not going to copy United Kingdom. We are going to copy Finland system somehow. And in Finland, if you are not residing in Finland legally, and you want to give birth. Of course, you pay the bill, the hospital bill yourself. And if you don't have the money to pay, you are still going to receive treatment or give birth anyway through a process that the system provide for people like you. And then later on, the bill will come. If you end up staying in Finland, it will come either through the debt collectors, or you go to the, if you cannot pay the bill, the bill will go straight to, to the money collection authority. So the bill is there somewhere waiting for you until you have your stay in Finland, and then they will come to you and say, when are you going to start paying this money? So if you cannot afford it, they may write it off at the end of the day. But whether the process is there for you to, to show that this particular treatment or this giving birth in the hospital without document is subject to payment. Yes, it's subject to payment. But at the same time, the right of the children or the right of the unborn child is already protected, making sure that the child receive adequate healthcare service, even at birth. That is not subject to you paying money ahead of time. But once you go through the process, you, as a mother, you are going to be attended to, given that particular attention, and you give your birth. But at the end of the day, the bill is still on your head, and you will have to settle it when you have the money. So we're going to do this.
Last question.
Nobody, another person will ask.
Last question.
Another person.
Nobody is going to stay in Biafra land, and then you get sick, and the hospital will tell you to pay money before treatment. No, we will make sure that that right is protected, and you are going to receive treatment, and then later on, the issue of payment will follow. Thank you.
I think enwe m ajụjụ ntị ka nkele gị ihe ọma niile mere anyị Jehova dube gị Jehova gozie gị mana ojije gị na mbata gị ntị ka nkele gị ka nye gị ekele dị mma ka nye gị ekele onwe m ihe na-ajụ
thank you
ọ ya adịrị gị mma mgbe ebighị ebi
ise thank you. Hello. Hey. Phone
enwere m ajụjụ m chọrọ ịjụ.
Biko 1 minute. Oh, biko.
Okay, Diolamma. Ajụjụ m chọrọ ịjụ ịma na ndị na ka ahịa anyị na-azụ ọnwụ na oge Biafra ga-abịa, kedu ka a ga-esi ahịa ọ ga-abụ individual ka ọ ga-abụ gọọmenti ga-ova ka anyị nwasị azụkwa ahịa kịta ọrụ individual na-akwụwa tax to the gọọmenti ka ọ ga-abụ gọọmenti ga-take over everything.
Thank you very much. The business we do, both the apprenticeship system remains the same. The only difference is going to be we are going to modify it, to see more robust outcome from it, especially that will benefit the entire Biafra as a nation, and of course benefit our people. So the thing is that every business owner will be protected under Biafra government, and there will be possibility for startup businesses to get some startup fund. This will encourage new ideas, new businesses to set up businesses in Biafra land and then create jobs. So government will map out some kind of startup fund using either the Economic Development Center project, and this will encourage youth and young people to go into opening their own business. So once you have a very good idea of business and you want to go into business, you will make a proposal, make application to something like Economic Development Center or Biafra, and they are going to assess your application and make a decision. And once they make that decision, it means that your social welfare services, like the stipend you are receiving as an unemployed person, will automatically change to a startup fund. So that startup fund is that for the time being you are running your businesses, you are going to receive a certain amount every month for 6 months. So we are looking at within the time of setting up your business, to the next 6 months, you should be able to start selling. And if that is not happening after 6 months, the same development center will review your situation and see whether to extend it again for the next 6 months. So, but the maximum that the government can support you is 18 months, which will be, is 3 times 6. So we believe that with this 6 months by 3, you should be able to have stand as an independent person and as an entrepreneur. And if you fail, you may not be able to get support again, for a very long time. And before then, you must have stand as a human being and as an independent person. So this is the system we want to run, and this will make sure that people are encouraged to go into self-employment, entrepreneurship, and then of course create more job in Biafra than allowing the people and not doing anything for them, and then you begin to see criminalities every now and then. You are going to spend more money trying to stop the criminality, to solve it, than the money you are going to spend to position the people to aspire to become what they want to be in life and to help society. This is the difference between Africa and the West. And we are bringing it to Africa for the very first time. Thank you.
Thank you. Hello. Abatobia, onye juru na comment section. Kedu ife ya eme ndị native doctor?
Good evening, onye ochendo nke Biafra. Biko nwere ihe m sị ka m jụọ mmụọ na-apụ apụ. Oru gị nọ n'ala. Eze ị ga-adị ndụ ruo mgbe ebighị ebi. Biko mmụọ agbata efe o nwere ihe m sị m ajụọ. Ihe awụ nkwa. Nna anyị ukwu kwere anyị niile wu ndị Biafra bụ Nnamdi Kanu mgbe ọ nọ n'elu ala. Mgbe ha na-ekidnapụbeghị ọ gwara anyị sị na anyị nwa na onwe anyị na-agaghị skuul, onwekwe nke anyị ma, ọkwa gị nwawu ọkụ anyị, ọkwa gị nwawu uje n'ụna anyị. Biko mmụọ na-apụ apụ. Ọ gwara anyị na olileanya dịrị anyị.
Question ka ị na-ajụ, ife ọkwanụ question, go straight to your question.
Question m bụ nke a. Ọ gwara anyị na mgbe ahụ na anyị nwa na onwe anyị na-aga skuul na enwere ọrụ a ga-enye anyị na anyị ga na-arụ ọrụ na-enweta ezigbo ego. Biko mmụọ na-apụ apụ, ihe ahụ ka ugwu otu ahụ ka ọ dị.
So long as you are able to show your talent God gave you, and you can work, you have experience in a particular work you want to do, of course, you will work and get paid. So it does not matter your education and all that. The experience is what we're going to use in Biafra land, okay? So what can they do?
Hello.
Hello.
Good evening, sir. Because 1 minute,
good
1
evening.
minute, 1 minute, Biko.
Okay, I don't know I'm the great PM. Obato Bie, Ekene, your year yoga. Ekene, as bad.
Hello.
We millions this year. Yeah. Hello.
Biko, go straight, Biko na Biko.
Okay. Well, one question to you. For example, like India where resident permit of citizen outside the country. I want to Biafra. I am only allowed to contest or to become a Biafran citizen because of this dual citizen. Are they going to allow them to contest in any post to open a culture?
That is a legislative work as at now. I believe that shouldn't be our problem. All of us have dual citizenship, Finland and Biafra. I have the citizenship of Finland and Biafra. So we are fighting to liberate Biafra. So I don't think that should be a problem of anybody for now.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you. Yeah.
Hello? 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 Unu kpọọ before unu na-akpọ make any sure na unu gbanyụrụ ebe unu si watch because ọ na-edistọb. Biko. Hey, na the thing na aja m nke na call the too much. Thing na aja m nke amaghị na-esi eme. There's no way hey. And no way.
All right, those who have something to ask should come now, including the Nigeria people, including the Nigeria people, not just Biafrans. Those Nigeria people looking for Simon Ekpa to ask question, or do the Nigeria IPOB pressure group, you are also very welcome to ask question. Not just the people that like what I'm doing. I like those who
onye na-ajụrụ na-asị kedu ife ya eme ndị native doctor, ndị native doctor niile ajụrụ be anyị na ọnwụ na Biafra bịa gịnị ka ife ya kedu oche nyere do ka ebe ya edowe those people kedu ife ya emefa.
Native doctors are the traditional worshippers. They are the pastors of the traditional worshippers. So you give them the same treatment you give church pastors. These are the pastors who are traditional worshippers, and of course they must worship and do whatever they are doing in accordance with the law of Biafra. So the documentation is one, documentation of the traditional worshippers, making sure that they follow the constitution and the law of Biafra, which is based on our culture and value. So the position is that they are the same way as pastors in their own ways. And of course, we have a ministry that will be in charge of any issue, any complaint, or any kind of violation from the side, both from the pastors and from these native doctors or the traditional worshippers, and both the Jewish worshippers. So this department we already have, which you, Diolamma, is part of before. I don't know if you are still part of that in the government. So we started this foundation from the scratch, so that the issue of traditional worshippers or pastor will not be abused or used to abuse our people or abuse the system. It must be a standard that will meet the day, the day need, or the way the world is today, like from the international community or from the civilized world in the Western America. So we're going to make sure that it is not what you see in Nigeria, what they are doing today in Nigeria, that it must be well regulated according to the law of Biafra, where everybody will respect and value each other. Thank you.
Okay. Because ndị na-akpọnụ ndị chọrọ ịjụ ajụ because the call dị too much, ọ na-aja m ma no onye na-elizu, go with your voice message. Go with your voice message. Maybe with your voice message will be okay. Any question you chọrọ ịjụ PM, because leave a voice message, then play the voice message. PM and we kids are the answer. The thing is too much. No, but the whole Biafra actually talk to you today. He talk with you. The thing is too much. Because no, I don't know if they could go with your voice message. Go with your voice message.
Good evening, Adamma. Oh, Christy, Kwashoko survivor. Because send the Trinamo link I get you with.
Because Gano with your voice. When me jam too much, call it too much. Because with your voice is better.
Okay, has it? Good afternoon. Yeah, question more. because for our ID card, and when time on the end call any time, any day, each email your own, and when particular time for when particular time for the end, you want your own ID card. Thank you.
Between now and October, we want to have this first batch of the ID card up to at least 15,000. And that's the agreement we have with the verification company. So it is advisable that anybody who wants to have the ID card must apply now and not later, because even if you are going to apply later, the process and the procedure may change and it may become more difficult for you. So we want to get as many as possible between now and October, and we're looking at least 15,000 applicants. Thank you.
Yeah, PM, good evening. Thank you, madam. I agree with you. Because my question will go this way. This is our place. Just let me put it this way. From here, local government. From within this rift to just call it a moody our mom, every one poll, I want that take idea. There are some materials everywhere there. So I want to control that system all of Biafra because the thing they abuse it too much. And even if we somebody we are here, so when any way out, why you see a regular here, but this one that taking business, but that materials are leave. Yeah, but question different. Thank you.
I don't think that is an issue to discuss here. People that are selling apatiosi, is that your problem? If they stop selling apatiosi, how are you going to bury your people when they die? Or you think everybody's going to live till the end of the life? So apatiosi is not my problem. It is the least thing that is worrying us as Biafra in the liberation. So it's not an issue I can discuss. Thank you.
Ọbatobi asị m ka m kelee gị nwoke ike. Ajụjụ mbụ
Kristi Kwashata survivor biko send the training link a ga
Diolamma, biko ajụjụ m chọgoro eji uwe obere ajụjụ biko etu enwere 3 steeti kịta mụnwa si old Ebonyi steeti etu enwere 3 steeti n'ime Ebonyi steeti anwa or each place nwere ndị na-achịkọ ha dịka de facto government in exile, ndị si ha adị iche iche ka ofu onye kewepụta maka that 3 steeti anwa biko ka anyị maragodu
each state have their administrators. So each state have their deputy administrator, each state have their secretary of state, each state have their finance director, each state have this executive, and each county have their county head, so on and so forth. So the old state that we created 3 states from, the Ohachuku state, Ebonyi state, Eda state, have 3, they have their separate administrators. So, and that's how it is in all 40 states of Biafra. So we have 40 administrators in the 40 states of Biafra. Thank you.
Diolamma, good evening, ma. Okay, Kenalum PM, Sanan Kene, Abokatanam, Gitin na jam. So, Mananozim keep with sister, city is in our voice. So I drink to Ejubo, Abuajuna Abo. Amoram Ketakan, Estonia, Mamoko, going to Laju before. Manobo, no more on Julia, Jumobo, Deka, Uma Biafran, as a citizen of Biafra. Kedu ihe ga-abụ ihe nwete onye anwa dịka onye Biafra maka na ịgacha na mba ndị ọzọ dị iche iche like Finland, England, all these developed country, ha na-enwecha the benefit ndị their citizens na-enwe as a citizen. So gịnị ga-abụ ihe nweta dịka nwa Biafra? Then nke abụọ bụrụ ga-enwe asụsụ ga-ejikọta ala Biafra niile a ga na-akpọ like ndị Igbo na-akpọ your official language. A ga-enwe asụsụ bụ ije Idoma ịsụọ onye Idoma ghọta ihe ikwu ije ichekiri sụọ onye ichekiri aghọta ihe ikwu ga-enwe asụsụ ga-ejikọta ala Biafra ga-abụ official language Biafra. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I've addressed this question before. You are probably joining now. The language issue, you can go back again and watch. I will not go back to discuss it.
Yes.
Another thing is that the issue of what you are going to get as a Biafran first is that you are going to get freedom, where you will not be killed, where your right to freedom of speech will not be infringed, where you are not going to be a second-class citizen, where you are going to aspire to become anything and government will make it possible, where you are going to get to your potential, reach your potential, and become what you want to be in life for the benefit of your family, Biafra, and to the world. So that is what we're going to offer. Every other thing will be a plus. But the most important thing is that you live in a free country where your aspiration, where your talent, God-given talent, will be, you use it to help the nation, and you become whatever you want to be in life uninterrupted. And the government will support you in any way you want. That's what you are going to get as a Biafran. And with this, you will be proud of being a Biafran when you travel outside Biafra land. You will be respected and not seen as a criminal, like you see, like they happen to you today as a Nigerian, carrying Nigeria green passport. So this is one thing that Biafra will give you that is greater than anything: freedom. Thank you.
Another Ramma, good evening, ma. Okay, Kenelum PM, Sanan Kene, Abokatanam, Ditin na jam. So, Mananos and keep with sister, city is in our voice. So I'll drink to Ejubo, Abuajuna Abo. Amoram Kedakan, Esto Yamamo Kongo Jula to drive before. Manaobo no more Julia, Jum.
Adandewo Ekenepango Jisikenne. My PM, my question, Abu Mazuka Okonkwo from Wari. Question na Jupiter o. Kedu ka a ga-esi wee convince ndị obodo a ebe anyị nọ ka ha wee mara ihe anyị na-ekwu, because ihe anyị na-ekwu onye ọnwe ndị ya akpọkịta na-ajụ ha maka ihe gbasa Biafra asị na ha bụrụ Biafra a na-akọghịrị mana ụfọdụ kwetakwa n'ihe a na-ekwu. Kedu ka anyị ga-esi wee nweta access ma somebody that can be an agitator ya na-ekwu okwu apụta a na-akọwatalụfa ife dịnụ ka onye ọbụla na-aghọta.
Which obodo ka ị na-ekwu?
Voice message.
Let him continue to work with the few people that believe in what we're doing. Everybody must not be part of it. You need just 2% of people to get freedom. For example, today, those who controls you under Nigeria, they are not even up to 1% of our population. Those who bring all these massacre atrocities in our land in order to remain in the status quo are not even up to 1%. If you calculate those people that have made you to continue to be a slave in Nigeria today from Biafra territory, they are not up to one. They are not even up to 0.01%. So you don't need crowd to get freedom. All you need is few committed people. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was looking for 100. So that can tell you that he also understands that what is needed to get freedom is not the crowd or millions of the people. Just few people that are committed, we are good to go. And that's what we have been able to prove today. The progress and the success we have recorded under the government will tell you that you don't need crowd. And look at the people that are always making donation. They don't believe that it is because we are using the donation to achieve what we have achieved today. They believe that the Biafra government is being funded by some unseen, finances. But let them continue to worry about that. So you don't need multitude to do that. But the more people that are committed come into the struggle, the better and the faster we are going to make our, move. Thank you.
Hello, Mazi. Obatobie. Mpompo.
nna akpọ gị mbụbo nọ n'elu nkwụ egwu anaghị atụ. Ajụjụ m bụ kedu ihe kara gị obi mere ala ji wee na-agba aghara na Naịjirịa iwee declare Tinubu wanted na ndị associate ya? Kedu ihe kara gị obi iji wee declare ya wanted? Ndị Biafra nọ na homeland chọrọ ịma maka na ha sị na ha fụtụbeghị ụdị nka. So ka ọ dị na m enweghị ike ịkọ ọmụmụ atraịgo m bete ọ banyere ngwajisi ike nna m, Chukwu gọzie gị for being in our midst.
All right. Actually, I waited for somebody to ask this question. The thing is that Tinubu is not a president that represents Biafra people. Biafra people did not vote Tinubu. Tinubu is a criminal. And he remained a criminal. The records are there. He's a drug kingpin, and that's what he remained. So he was not voted in Biafra land. And that is a fact. We have not validated the current government of Nigeria. I will never validate them. You know, sometimes when people show this kind of worry, I think they really do not understand how serious we are about Biafra freedom. What we did is the right thing. Because the killings in our land, seeing the death of our children, our women, being perpetrated by the Nigeria government using their security forces in Biafra land, who is in charge? Is Tinubu. Who is being used is the governors. Hope Uzodinma. Now, apart from that, the vice president of Nigeria today, we've heard in a secret leaked audio in 2015 how he did not know he's going to become the vice president today. He was planning genocide, economic genocide, and genocide against Biafra land and the Biafra people. And then he said they are going to destroy every businesses of Undibo and make sure that Igbos will be rendered useless. And he became the vice president of Nigeria. And that is happening. They started carrying out this particular plan to annihilate Indibo, destroy their businesses in Lagos. They have started. So they now came and declared Simon Ekpa wanted for fighting for freedom. And I would say, when people were panicking, the IPOB Nigeria are panicking that one of their name appeared there. That is to show you they are never fighting for Biafra freedom. They are never. Because if you are fighting for freedom of your people, you are not going to be afraid and scared and show fear in the front of your enemy. Okay? And that is a badge of honor. Declaring me wanted for fighting for freedom is a badge of honor. It means that the freedom is finally coming. It means that they are no longer ignoring that thing in Finland. It means that the Nigeria agent is no longer Nigeria agent. It means that the Tinubu paying $25 million, because these are the allegations that they put on my head. That Tinubu paid me $25 million to thwart the election in the Southeast. All this allegation came in a bid to blackmail me. It never worked. So they declared me wanted for fighting for my freedom. It means that the freedom is coming. And everybody that is following me must be proud of this, because one thing you should know is that I am not a terrorist and I can never be a terrorist. So I am not bothered by tagging me a terrorist. I'm not bothered because I know I'm not one. And the country where I'm living, no, I'm not a terrorist. They have been through what I'm going through now. And they understand very well. I must defend my people. And what I'm doing is to tell Biafrans they have the right to defend themselves. They have the right to buy guns and bullets to defend the women and children. You don't expect people to come with guns and kill, and you expect people to defend themselves with belly hand. No, you need a gun. If they come with GPMG, buy the GPMG to fight them when they come with GPMG. If they come with AK-47, buy AK-47 to fight them when they come. Because enough is enough. We cannot continue to see and watch our people getting killed by Nigeria state in the bid to force everybody to become one country. Nobody can accept that in this world. So, and I am here to be more than Mandela, because believe me, Nigeria is worse than South Africa. Yes. And so I have taken, and many people have taken more than what people in South Africa took. Of course, Mandela was in prison for many years. It did not stop them from achieving their aims. So whenever the enemy declare you wanted or declare you a terrorist, like Mazinam Dekano used to say, it is a badge of honor. It means that you are no longer to be ignored. It means that the threat of seceding, according to them, has become reality. It means that they have seen what you don't see. And if they don't stop it, they know that the freedom is coming. So they will do everything to stop you. And for them to have come this far in declaring me wanted among terrorists, and I know I'm very happy that a lot of people have reacted. So what do we do as a government? We are going to also look into those sponsoring terrorism in Biafra territory. And we have listed them. There are many of them that the list may even come up later. But for now, Tinubu is a criminal. We have not voted for him. He is not a president of Biafra people. He is not representing us. He is not for our best interest. So declaring him wanted for causing and sponsoring terrorism and killing in our land is not out of contest. And that is what every government should do. So because we do not validate him, and we don't validate his government, and we are already in government, Biafra government. So people should not, think that we are doing IPOB, one family. We're not doing IPOB, one family. We are in government, in exile. And this legitimacy of the Biafra government in exile has been confirmed through different civil disobedience that the Biafra people have followed and respected. And we have continued to prove to the world since 2021 that the only government that Biafra people are loyal to are the Biafra government in exile. Today, every Monday, we prove that. You know, when I was telling people of Biafra that we must continue to sit at home, people don't understand. This is one of the reasons. Let us assume that since 2021, they come with all this blackmail. Oh, sit at home is destroying this and destroying that. And then we call it off, for example. In 2022, by now, what are you going to use to say that Biafrans are supporting your government? What is the proof? What is the evidence to show that indeed the people you are fighting for are supporting you? There is no evidence. No, I want everybody to meditate and think over this. Because I said from the beginning, one of the reasons, apart from the demand of Mazinam Dekan release, is to delegitimize Nigeria, to rubbish them before international community, to take away the trust given to them, to take away the power given to them, to make sure that we prove to the world that they have lost control of the Biafra territory, and the control of that territory today lies in the Biafra government in exile. That's why they understand it very well, more than you. And they have come with everything to stop sit at home is not stopping. Now they say, oh, we are forcing people to sit at home. And we have made it very clear, we don't force anybody to sit at home. So in order to discredit this particular legitimization that the Biafra people has given to us as a government, they tell you, you force people. And then I said, if you think we force people, organize a referendum. Let us know whether we are going to force people to vote or not. So we are ahead of them. And that's why it's very, very important that this sit at home and every civil disobedience we are going to announce going forward, the Biafra people must embrace it heavily, because it is part of the evidence to show that Nigeria is no longer controlling the territory of Biafra. And the same way we have raised army to defend our mother and our children is the same way we are going to defend the declaration of Biafra after December 2nd. Thank you.
Diolamma, line again, aga self or eziokwu na aga. Bigo amana me play this my voice message for him. I don't know, kelere me all but millenary. I don't can camp. Okay, more. Kwashaka survivor. So ana m ajụ si ndị mgbe agha ha enweghị opportunity ịga skuulu maka agha, asị m onwe enyemaka ị nwere ike inyere ha ka ha nwere ike arụọrọ ha ebe ha nwere ike ịga akwụkwọ, mbụ ndị nke chọrọ ịga akwụkwọ.
Of course, it is going to be part of this. Of course, it is going to be part of the scheme of the government. So we will provide whatever those who are part of the liberation, if they want to go further their education, the government will give them special preferences for that.
Okay. Now, about Toby, Ajujo Kalekwala.
Adambu Dumbala Ndegede. Ajụjụ nwere ịjụ ọbata obi ya bụ enwe ka ụfọdụ a na-agba akwụkwọ akwụ na-ajụ apụ esi m Naijiria akpọ mana ebe oche anyị dịkwa dị nọọsụ nọ na Ọktoba ka onye dịkiri ya Biafra nwa na-ajụ ọbata obi ekiri ka o si akwado maka na Naijiria fọ nnukwu obodo maka na ndị be anyị na-atụ ụjọ nke anụrụ anụ ọzọ a na-abịa so okiri ka o si akwado dịka iji nweta ndị Igbo ụmụ nwaanyị na ụmụaka anyị ọzọkwa ndị Igbo niile nọ na mba na mba ịmana dịka ọgụ a bido na-agakwa ndị Naijiria abịa atụ bọmbụ ebe niile dịka esi atụ mbụ so biko ka ọ kụwara anyị ka osikwa obodo ka anyị nwere ebe a ka obi sikwu anyị ike ndewo
ka anyị si kwara ọbụ na ọgụ ebidogo a na-anụ ọgụ since 2021 na-aka na mgbe na-eche mgbe a na-anụ ọgụ che nọ mgbe abịa bọmbụ ọbe gị ma na-anụbago ọgụ abọmbago ebe ọzọ gaa n'Imo gaa n'Ọlụ gaa everywhere ka ife ha na bọmbụ ndị mmadụ dị a na-abọmbụ ụlọ so a na-anụ ọgụ and because na bọmbụ bụ village gị does not mean need a change go since 2021, and we are fighting them systematically. And like I said, no Nigeria military or any security forces that are killing our people are allowed in our land. So that don't wait until it comes to you. Only thing you need to do now is to preach the gospel of freedom to the people you know, to support, so that when it comes to your house, we have the presence of Biafra Liberation Army there to resist them like we are resisting them in Imo State and many other places. Thank you. What the Nigeria media have succeeded in doing, if you can imagine this person is calling from the zoo to say if the war comes. So he doesn't even know that there's war going on for the past 3 years. And people are being killed, houses are burnt, plane throwing bomb from the air to bomb people in Imo State. And he is here saying if the war starts. So that is to show you how, the lack of information. And he also said that Biafra is going to be declared in October. He is not even listening, even if he's watching. We are going to declare the restoration of independence of Biafra in December 2nd. 2nd day of December 2024. There is nothing I have said in this liberation that I have not come to pass. I made it very clear that I know the day Biafra will come. A lot of people don't understand it. But I said, don't worry. As time goes on, you are going to understand. Because what you don't know is bigger than you. Today, they are not talking about the 2nd of December. Thank you.
Hello.
I want to ask a question to our PM. My question, I don't know if I should go ahead and ask.
Good evening.
Good evening.
There were
wonder why. My question was, all these people, Chiburuline, like Obasanjo and all the rest, Omoha Wundina Emma Hani Omoha, which are general nature, cause all this problem. So I put one side now go and I get your job and they put that woman because your
na akwụkwọ nsọ si na-eji aja nna ajụjụ bụ nke a ngakwara nnu anyị awụ ndị Yoruba aghọta m ajụjụ gị ọnwa Obasanjo chịbụrụ ụnụ na ndị achị aghọta m this question ajụjụ gị
m na-ekwu ụmụ ha nọ n'amị kịta ụmụ ha na-eme anyị ihe a na-abịa akpọta ndị Boko Haram na-abịakwa na-achọ ime ihe nna ha mere nna anyị so ụmụ ha ama m otu a ga-esi eso this ihe ọnya ajụjụ na-ajụ otu ihe prime minister
Sobia etu anyị si esi aka ọ bụrụ na onwebe ihe na-afụ then start paying attention so efu ka anyị si eso ha ndewo
mba onye nke a na-akụ egwu ka ya bụ onye na-akụ egwu
ada ndị mbụ na ndị egede mgbe m jibata online ụnyaahụ ọ bụ na program agwụgo mana emechara m gezie ya ege na nke atọkwa ụtọ ọ tọkwara ntị ọbụlasị ọ mụzi ihe Biafra
ọkwa ndị kpọrọ nọ
I don't have a question to ask PM. It's just to greet him and tell him that he will be let him be more stronger. You understand? And I also pray for him that the zoo government will not go near him. And also, I want to just thank him for what he has been doing. All our hope is on him. That's only what I'm trying to say. I don't have question. You understand? Don't let him.
Thank you, my brother.
Obatobie,
yes,
the dragon himself. Diolamma, ụtụtụ ọma. Ajụjụ m nwere ịjụ my PM bụ though ama m that na with my PM Maazị Simon Ekpa the dragon and Maazị Nnamdi Kanu, all the problem of Biafra is solved.
Yes.
Ajụjụ m na-ajụ bụ ndị anwa enwere ndị anwa a suspended na IPOB Nigeria because na ha kwenye na Simon Ekpa na ha supportrụ Simon Ekpa na ha na-ekwusi na enwere ihe ha fụrụ maka Simon Ekpa na-ekwusi ike na-alụdite na-ekwu Simon Ekpa ewerekwuru because of Simon Ekpa suspend ha. Ọ bụrụ na Biafra bịa enwekwara otu a ga-esi recognize ndị anwa because ndị anwa ebelivuru na ndị agha nwere amamihe enwere ihe ha fụrụ enwere vision ha fụrụ.
Anybody that was sacked because he was supporting Simon Ekpa and they are not part of what we are doing now, I don't know the reason why you were sacked. So I don't understand. You know, if we are sacked because of Simon Ekpa, you should be able to be part of what Simon Ekpa is doing. So why did you get sacked and then you are not part of us and we are waiting for you to be recognized for being sacked? That doesn't make any sense. So if you were sacked and you know that what Simon Ekpa is doing is good and you support him, you should be able to come and support what Simon Ekpa is doing, not just go and start sleeping in your house after you get sacked. And it doesn't make sense at all. So we will only recognize those who have participated in making sure that the liberation of Biafra is successful.
Yes.
These are the people that will have a special place in Biafra, not those who that was sacked and they go back and start supporting OP or supporting one Nigeria. Then you come back to say you were sacked. So you have to be compensated for being sacked. I don't understand that. No.
My Enrico, achọrọ m ịjụ ajụ a na-akpọ from the zoo. Achọrọ m ịmata the meaning of ejima. Maka na I'm interested. Ịmata ka ego ahụ si wee bịa aha ya bụrụ ejima. Maka ọ dị nke asị na old money a na-akpọba ha ụta ha na mara how come o ji wee bịa.
All the Kagasino old money, go and research. We cannot just come here and be telling you everything. As I believe your voice, from your voice, you got 30 years. Go and research and know where Ejima come from. Ibonye Biafra, and you don't know what is Ejima. Ejema. Sorry.
Ada, good evening.
Prime Minister, good evening, sir. Ajụjụ m sị ka m jụọ a bụ ọ bụ na di na nwaanyị na-anụ ọgụ di ya ewekwa nwaanyị ihe onwe punishment ndị gọọmenti ga-enye nke nwoke bụ di ya ọ a ga-ahapụ ya ka ọ na free otu ha si eme na Nigeria?
Abusing of women is not going to be condoned in Biafra, especially if you are part of the government. After, if you are part of the government and you abuse a woman or abuse your wife, believe me, except I am not aware of it. So there is no place for you for that until you go and resolve your family issues.
Good evening. Are there plans to maintain the vegetation we have around compounds and houses, especially in the countryside area? I am asking this question because there have been discussions about development and making, modernizing different towns, but I am hopeful that the countryside will be maintained, and this would be especially useful when we try to sell Biafra as a great destination for tourists. Thank you.
Yes, the countryside vegetation will be allowed. I don't think we'll have any problem with that. It is called countryside, so you are going to be allowed to do your vegetation in the countryside.
Before I continue, asị jog na ọwụ na Biafra bịa na alụkwụsị niile dị na Igbo ekpochapụchara ekpochapụ gbasara ndị ụka kpochapụ ọwụ n'obodo chọọ ileta ọnụ dị alụsị alụkwụsị be ha back bidokwa fewekwu ya ka esi efe mgbe gboo. Biafra bịa ọ dị possible biko?
I don't understand. You go there again.
Alụsị ma obodo niile abịa n'ala Igbo, obodo niile nwere alụsị ndị gboo na-efe. A na-akpọ alụkwụsị mana abịazie na-akpọzi ya alụsị. Onye ajụjụ na-ajụ ma ndị ụka bịara ebusisia ndị mebisichazie ekpochafuchazie ndị unu alụsị unu mmụọ dị n'ala Igbo. Ajụjụ na-ajụ ọwụ na Biafra bịa ọwụ na o nwere ndị ka chọrọ ị na-efe unu ya ife mmụọ ahụ enwere ike ileta ọnụ mmụọ ahụ back bido fekwa ya ka esi efe before mmụọ ndị gboo.
That will be the decision of the there must be an approval from the Department of Religion, from the Religions and the Monitoring Department, after they have thoroughly investigated the root cause of whatever grievances they have, and with the decision of that Department of Religions and Monitoring Group, I believe if they reach to a very good conclusion that is for the best interest of the people and for this in the best interest of the community, as the case may be, yes, they may have approval to return it. But if after deliberation, investigation, the Religious Monitoring Department of Biafra find and conclude that it will not be for the best interest, peace, tranquility, and harmony of the people, then they can make a decision that that kind of deity may not return, and that decision become final. So everything has to go through a due process.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, good evening, my PM, the Odinta Omenka, Opupumbo, the nightmarish against all the enemies of Biafra. Please, I want you to kindly answer this question because I saw the pressure that is coming to our coastal region, especially the Izom people. I am Akos. So, my name is Akos. So, I discovered that the prayer was so much that they are trying to place that dichotomy, claiming that they are not Biafra. I wonder where they are, who they are. Okay, so when Biafra comes, how do we handle these people? Because I know Biafra must be restored, declared and restored, and well defended even this year. So how do we handle these people, that the little group of people that have been bought over by prayer, because of the recent killing in Okwama and Bayelsa land? So how do we handle these people? Thank you.
Thank you very much. I am happy that the person said a little group of people, and that's exactly what they are. I don't know why people are worried over a statement from Ijaw Youth Council. They are not representing the people of Ijaw. The question you should ask yourself is, since the years of the existence of Ijaw Youth Council, how have the organization impacted the people in Ijaw land? How have their representative or their representation impacted your life? Have they brought any change? The answer is no. All they do there is to represent themselves, look for money, for oil money, to get themselves enriched. They are not thinking about you. You can imagine where we are talking about people that were massacred by the army, and they are more interested in who is a Biafra and who is not a Biafra. This is not the first time we are hearing such things. Those things doesn't bother me. Like I said before, the people that are with Biafra in Ijaw are bigger in number than them. And another thing is that even Ohaneze have distanced themselves from Biafra. Did it stop us today? Is anybody listening to them? The answer is no. We have given them vote of no confidence, but they have condemned Biafra more than the Ijaw Youth Council did. So Ijaw Youth Council just started for the very first time since I joined this struggle. This is the first time Ijaw Youth Council are making statement, because they have asked them to make statement. And that's exactly what is happening. So the Nigeria government have contacted them. Are you people keeping quiet? This guy is making statement to, he says he's going to fight for you. Why are you people keeping quiet? And they have to come out in order to stay and save their ass. They come out to make this statement. So it doesn't bother me, because I know the people that, Ijaw people doesn't support them. They never benefited anything from them. And so whenever you see them making such statement, it means that we are about to crush them. And I want you to understand that this is not the first time such statement is coming from the media. From 2021, how many times the IPOB Nigeria disowned me? They disowned me. They disowned me from 2021. They continue to write in Nigerian newspaper. They disowned me in 2022. They continue to disown me. And the more they disown me, the more people leave them. Yes. The more they disown me is the more they go down. So the Ijaw Youth Council actually have started in a very good way, because this is what is going to end them. And for disowning Simon Ekpa, the land of Ijaw and the land of Biafra have disowned them. And you will see they will continue to go down from today. Go and mark my word. That is who the spirit of Biafra is. So whenever he wants to deal with you, everything is step by step. After he finished with this one, he will come to this one. So now we have finished with other Igbo part, with the hinterland. Now we are going to the coastal side. And the Ijaw Youth Council, for the very first time, has spoken that disown Simon Ekpa. What happened to IPOB Nigeria is going to happen to them. Just watch and see. Thank you.
Ada, good evening. PM, good evening, sir. Question concerning the transportation. About transportation. I hope Oga had the zoo now. I'm not going to have the system of transport to go walk around. I will have a zoo, all those kind of things. And another second question. Our passport, international passport.
Thank you very much. What we are going to, passport will come later on, not now. What we are going to have a digital residence permit. We will start the process of issuance of digital Biafra digital residence permit. That will start very soon. So those in Biafra land will be issued with, if you are not a Biafran citizen, you will be issued with a digital residence permit. And that's the next level we are going to. So the passport is something that's going to come later on, not at this point. But of course, the design of our passport, security features of our passport is ready. And we have the passport, the model of sample of the passport and the model of the passport is already ready, waiting for the recognition of the UN after some Akanono. You know, I don't know how long we're going to do the Akanono, you know, for the recognition, but as long as it takes, we're going to do it until once that is the recognition is there, the passport will be out the next day. Thank you. And another Diolamma, I have more. 5 minutes.
5 minutes. Hey, about to be a question.
Bie, mana ana m etu gị agụ ụdọ. Achọrọ m ịjụ ajụjụ na-atọ. Nke mbụ bụ na ana m ekenegodo gị, ọ bụrụ ajụjụ, na anyị bịara gosi anyị ihe bụ demokrasi na-ebido n'ebe anyị nọ na Biafra. Na ị wetara onwe gị n'ala as prime minister were bịa n'obi Ada Diolamma, Akwa Ugo a na-awere eze wee wetata obi wee wetuo onwe gị n'ala n'agbanyeghị ogugo ị nọ wee bịa ka i kwuo okwu. Ọ dịrọ mfecha, ọ dịrọ mfe. Anyị na-ekene gị, ana m ekene gị na nke a. Then ajụjụ m bụ nke m jiburu na comment section, a sị gị ọbata obi ọ agụ ụdọ. Gịnị ka ị na-ekwuru eziokwu? Why are you speaking the truth? Number one. Number two, ndị Igbo ụfọdụ ka m fụ na ọka n'obi. Oge i bidoro isi na ebo disciple Nnamdi Kanu, isi na ebo ị na-echenji the narrative, isi na ebo spiritual son, tie ọtụtụ ihe ndị ọzọ niile a na-akpọ gị. Rukwe oge a na-akpọkwa gị ọbata obi ya. Ọbata obi ya na-ete ekizi ihe niile mana ịntanetị, ndị oyibo na-edekwuzi ịntanetị. Na-ajụzi ndị Igbo na-asị gịnị ka ị ji dị greedy wee jidecha afa niile a na-etu gị, ewere onye ị chọrọ iye. So I am asking, can you abdicate? Can you surrender? Can you give up? Can you give way? Ka onye ọzọ, ndị ọzọ wekenere ọkwa, maka ọwụdụ nke o were ndị Igbo chọrọ iwere ofu mana ijikọtara ihe a niile ọnụ. Ọ gịnị ka iji mere nke a? Ọ na ọ bụrụ anyị ukwu? Then nke ikpeazụ ka m chọziri ịjụ dịka onye Nigeria, ebe ị chọrọ the disintegration of Nigeria, why have you as Nnamdi Kanu talk about the death of Buhari from office to the extent that since they hand over, I have the Buhari anya? Kedu ihe na-atụ ụjọ ikwuru maka or comment maka the death of Buhari iprove n'eziokwu? Thank you.
I don't know whether this is a question, but anyway, as far as this is, I will start from the one Buhari. I don't know whether you are following me. You say I have not commented on Buhari. That's a lie. I'll be commenting on the dead Buhari. In fact, it was in one of my programs that somebody came to say he has a video of where Buhari was buried in Saudi Arabia and stuff like that. So I've been commenting on Buhari. The only thing is that I don't want to waste my time on comment, beating on comment that I know that many of you don't believe. Many people don't believe that Buhari is dead. So Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was shouting about the death of Buhari for many years. And many of you did not believe him. So now that he's not here, you want me to start talking about Buhari is dead? I don't waste my time on that. That is number one. Number two is that you talked about name. I don't know whether your problem now is the name or your problem now is the prime minister. Whoever wants to do anything to Biafra, to contribute or be part of the leadership in the government of Biafra should come forward and let us assess you and interview you. And if you are good to go, you will serve the government. Positions are open everywhere. So if you see that you are ready to do the sacrifice that involve, you come and serve Biafra. We are looking for many people to be part of this, especially those genuine ones. Thank you. And I know that the number of people watching are increasing. But unfortunately, I have to go. We have about 7,000. We have 7,000 live on X page, on our X page, watching live within 1 hour. I think I don't know how many hours, how many minutes we have spent. I think 1 hour plus. Yes. So, but I have to go, and I will take maybe 2 or 3 questions.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Obatobie.
Ilemo, mane kuleka Obatobie. Na-asụkọ makwara gị na ma ị ga-adị ka echimenecha na-agwa agwụ. Biko ajụjụ m chọrọ ịjụ gbasara vootu ọ na-atụ atụ. Enwe ndị ọgwụ okwu si ka ha tụọ vootu ha ajụ. Then Biafra bịa na ndị dị otu ahụ na kee ọnọdụ ha. Because ọ gbara ndị mmadụ mana ọ tụga vootu, but ọ sị ha tụọ vootu ha sị na ka ha agbasa ha. Then ihe ahụ mụa jụgese kee kọndishọn ọnọdụ ndị dị otu ahụ.
Well, those who refuse to follow the process of getting our freedom will be penalized by the Biafra government in due time. I'm not going to make public on the issue of voting what it could be, but those who have the opportunity to make their votes and their voice heard and they didn't do it, will have one way or the other to penalize them when Biafra come. Of course, it could be through taxation, it could be, through some policies, but whether, because they have hindered the independence and liberation of Biafra. So we are going to have some kind of policy that will make sure that they feel the pain of our people. Many people have died in this struggle. So we don't think that anybody who sabotage by not just voting that you want to be free from Nigeria will have a way that we're going to penalize them. Thank you. And that will be done through a legislative policy.
Adadola mekelele my PM ekele ofosisi na-eme ọhịa na anyị ukwu anyị na-ekele anyị na CJ Kiji na Kiji amaka. Ihe anyị na-ajụ bụ anyị mana ị nwere agenda abụọ dị oke mkpa na ala anyị kewu Biafra on December 2nd, maka na ikwuru na ihe dikere Biafra on December 2nd. So ajụ m na-ajụ bụ enwere ihe ị ga-eji anyị maka anyị na onwe anyị ndị ke nọ obodo Biafra land and anyị na onwe anyị nọkwa nọ diaspora. Awụrụ na enwere ozi ga-eji anyị ihe anyị ga-edese ka anyị na-edese ihe ndị anyị ga-ebupụchi ka anyị bupụwa maka na oge adịrọ ka awụrụ na enwere ihe ndị ga-atụjiri anyị aka ị ga-agwa anyị n'oge ka anyị ike mara ụta ịcha edese ụkwụ maka na oge nta erule ugbu ka anyị kwesịrị ịdị na-achụ nta anyị. Ọzọ dịka ibe ya bụ biko anyị ma na anụrụ m nke i kwuru na enweghị ga-eme gị ga-akwụsị ihe ime gị. Ihe gbasara Naijiria enwere ka otu o si dịrị maka Britain, aka Britain na ya wee ịma na ọwụ na awa ajụjụ kama ọwụ ihe m nọ adote m si anụga ya ọwụ intel na ha chọrọ ikwe na anyị ga-ala ma na ha ga-eke ihe ndị anyị nwere ụzọ abụọ anyị were ofu ha ewere ofu. Ọ ga-adị otu ahụ ka ọwụ ihe awụ ihe anyị ka ha wuke ha ọwajịsụ njọ.
I'm not going to respond. I'm not going to respond on speculations and giving Nigeria is a clue of what we are thinking in our mind. I'm not going to respond to a question like that. If they are contemplating on letting Biafra go, but they want resources to be shared, then when we get to the table, we are going to make a decision on that. I'm not going to be here giving them some kind of clue of what we are going to be thinking or what we are thinking in our mind or how we are going to negotiate the disintegration or the exit of Biafra. So if that comes to the table of the Biafra government, we are going to discuss in the round table the methodology of Biafra exit, not on social or hearsay on social media comment or coming here to tell you we are going to agree or we're not going to agree. When we get to the table and it becomes real, we will discuss the methodology of exit and what we're going to do. Thank you.
This is last person.
Hello, Obatobia. Kekime. Thank you for coming to our platform. Ihe m chọrọ ịjụ bụ na Biafra si na anyị ga-eke nkwụcha n'ihi na nkwụcha abụghị ụjọ. Ajụjụ m chọrọ ịjụ gị bụ otu a ndị Nigeria gọọmenti mere ka anyị mata itweet kwelie na ha chọrọ isend mmadụ na-abụ suicide bomber ka ha bịa bọmbụ themselves. Kedu ka Finland si wee na-ewe ya? Kee ka gị na onwe gị sikwa wee na-ewe ya? Ya ama m na ịdị nkwadobe, anyị ga-achọ ịma ya ma ịdịkwa nkwadobe.
Adọrọ m nkwadebe, ana m eche gị. So mgbe ị kwadoro bịa ka ịchekwa m n'oge maka na-eche ka ị bịa chekwa m, adọrọ m nkwadebe. Ka ụdị nonsense ajụjụ bụ ihe, because this kind of question is something I don't know. You are asking me how prepared I am because suicide bombers are coming. So I'm not prepared. Please come and prepare me.
How about Obie? You see that in the because I want to message you back at the too much.
The question I would have preferred to have more constructive questions, more questions that has to do with the struggle directly, more questions that has to do with the liberation, what we are doing in Biafra land. But those questions are not coming. I don't know why. So I'm very happy to be here, and believe me, I will also be having this kind of outing every now and then. Unfortunately, I canceled a meeting with Australia today because of this program, and so I will have to go because I have another meeting in the next 1 hour, and I have to rest before that meeting. So thank you very much for hosting me, and may God bless Biafra.
Abatobie, thank you for this historic day.
The eye of the God is watching, and now it is double. There we go.
Thank you. May God bless you, Abatobie. Thank you very much. Thank you. Wow. Oh, Guinea. Oh, Guinea. Abatobie!
Yes. That was a very interesting one. A very interesting one indeed. Wow. I don't know. What do we do? Should we go, or do you people want us to spend half an hour here? We still have about we have 1,000 and something still watching on Raf Chamaka TV, 100 and something watching on Ajere Global Media. We have 60 of you watching from Ikonso, will never be forgotten. Altogether, over 1,200 watching. So should we stay? Okay, somebody say stay on. Okay. All right. I'm going to put the link right now. I'll put the link so that those that want us to stay more will come in and let's discuss some of the questions that people were asking the Prime Minister. Some people were asking very funny questions. Very funny questions. Some of them are very crazy questions. But you need to know that our Prime Minister loves engaging questions. Engaging. You see when somebody asks him, how you get the liver? Talk say, Tinubu, declare Tinubu wanted. Who give you the mind? What to make you declare? Then he was happy. And you see how he engaged that question. And people asked him, okay, what? No, it was Diolamma that was asking, what will you be doing if Mazi Nnamdi Kanu comes out? Would you readily and simply allow him to come back and become the leader, or what would you do? Our Prime Minister answered profoundly and politely and said, our leader is the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra. And Biafra Republic government in exile is the government of Biafra. And he is loyal to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. But the truth remains that he doesn't want anything to associate with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu or to link Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to whatever he is doing. But there's one important statement he made. And now I'm going to leave it for those that will come in now. Let me see whether people were listening to him. There was one important statement our Prime Minister made. So I'm going to leave it for those that will be coming in now. Yes, those that will be coming in now, come in and tell me, did you hear what he said? There's something very important, something very particular he said about our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Somebody should tell me the answer he gave there, and some of the answers he gave, also the particular answers he gave about Tifnubu. Somebody should tell me. Yeah, I'm trying to put the link on the other channel. Okay, Mazoyeka, did you hear the answers he gave? Give us.
Actually, I have not joined. I've not joined when he answered that question. But what I want to say is this last question this lady asked, just that the lady did not put her question very well. That is why some people don't know how to put question. He wanted to ask our promise. I hope is securing himself. I hope he's taking a security measure. That was what the person wanted to ask, but did not put it very well.
Yeah. Okay. Let me see whether Max heard when what our Prime Minister answered when they asked him about Onyendu Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. There's a very, very powerful answer he gave to show you.
Can you replay that? Can you play that side back? Let me know what can you play it back?
You have to go back and watch it. I can't play it back. No, I'm talking to those that watched it now. You know, I will tell you what he said in case Mazi Vine Maxwell. Okay, let me just say what he said. He said that haven't seen what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu still stands for. Haven't seen what he is doing now, what he believes now. Whenever he comes out, his position is still waiting for him. His position is still waiting for him. I don't know if somebody was following. And so, you know, there are people that don't understand that there is a connection between father and son. There's a connection between the leader and the prime minister. And the prime minister, he knows, haven't seen that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is still all about Biafra. Haven't seen that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is still very much passionate about Biafra. Haven't seen that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is a never say die. Haven't seen that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is still fearless before his enemies. Haven't seen that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu would never sell out because of anything as far as Biafra is concerned. His position remains for him, even in the government of Biafra. And so in the government of Biafra, you know the position of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. I don't need to guess, but right now what we have is prime minister. So that's why I don't even like, when people ask me that question, I don't like it though, but I wonder how our prime minister, because I don't even expect him to be answering that question because I know the answer already. And I'm not surprised with the answer he gave because I know that is the answer he will give. You understand? I know that is the answer he will give. But people will always want to ask out of curiosity. Why are you so curious to know? Maybe are you thinking whether he will reject Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, whether he will oppose Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, whether he will?
After one man will talk.
Mute yourself, Gabriel. Okay. What are you thinking before you're asking that question? You understand? Because these are people that have doubt in them, but it is allowed people to have, you know, contemplating and doubt. But there are some people that have, you know, followed as hardcore and understand that, look, this man, he is never say die supporter and disciple of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Mazi Vin, go ahead and take the mic.
Thank you. Thank you, Pastor Van. May Chukwu Okike Abiyama bless this day that we have seen. And I wish every one of you happy Easter celebration. and our heroes that were senselessly slaughtered in Okwama in Old Delta State. I say, may Chukwu Okike Abiama bless their souls. May he give the families of those that we have lost in that great town the fortitude to bear the loss.
You say?
Thank you so much. And I would like to use this opportunity to greet, as it is in my own tradition and custom. I use this opportunity to salute Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. I use this opportunity to pray that in this Easter, if there is any infirmity that is associated with Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, Chukwu Okike Abiama, don't look at my own sins because my sins is bigger. My sins are bigger than any other person. Please heal him and fortify him. No matter what food that they have given to him in order to destroy him physically, Chukwu Okike Abiama, let it turn to nutrients into his body. May God bless him. May God protect him wherever he is. For those of us that has been inside, that have worked in that system, we know what they can do. And I believe that that same God that gave him that yam in the forest will also develop a spade-like stick that he is going to use to dig out that yam from the forest. And that is what the Igbo people, my mother's ancestral land, the great people taught me. You see, where I was brought up in Ngwa tribe, in Biafra land, they say that onye ajuja na-efu ụzọ. No matter how the question is, no matter how bad the question is, onye ajuja na-efu ụzọ. That is our tradition and that is our custom. It is only the person that doesn't ask questions. There is no question that is bad, my people. Although I understand, I understand how when we were in training, because I trained people. Sometimes you see me training up to a company, 120 people. And these are people with arms, FSMO, full-scale marching order. You know? So we ask them. I respect the Prime Minister so much. And I believe that the reason why we are around him is to support him in any way. Where he is going, you know, we have to, you know, let him know that this place, because I not believe that he knows what he's doing. But for that sister that asked that question, I would like to stand in for her and said, it is only a proud person that will not ask questions. A person that feels that he knows everything. We ask questions. Igbo people ask questions. We ask, even they will keep on repeating the questions until Igbos are investigators in themselves.
Natural investigators, you're right.
They are naturally investigators. Look, they will ask you the same thing today. Tomorrow they will ask you to see the consistency in you. I lived for 32 years. So that is how I say it. Prime Minister, anyway, don't be angry. Yeah, anyway. Asna onyena amange awu madu na atushini. Let me hold it here and let
Thank you.
Can I comment on that?
Because
go ahead.
You see, the problem is that lady. So, pardon my manners. Wadiala, greetings to you. Our great Wadiala, greetings to you, Mazi. Greetings. Yeah, Biafrans, greetings to you all, Biafrans and friends of Biafrans. Our Prime Minister, I thank you so much for bringing yourself, you know, at least more closer to the people. You are the best. And our Minister Vam and other ministers, more great to your elbows. Adadi Orama, greet you. Thank you so much. You all are great. You see, the problem is that is why I'm gonna see Igbo for the supposed. The lady drew out Hama ko isi ajo ha. You should eju apu mo akwado of ma diki protect onwe. Ichi kwabo onwe ya, nchekwa one should eju our prime minister. All you mean no should eju ani. Otu asla the suicide bomber. I hope he's preparing to protect himself very well. That is what the lady wanted to ask. But she's not able to. That is my own take there. That is my take. Thank you.
Thank you very much. All right, okay. Now, Chusada, please grab the microphone.
One more. Thank you so much. Diolamma. Adandem bunandegade. Ekenele munu. Ono abundi mekle the availability of our PM input here today. I'm happy. My PM Abalakata Okanga Bolo Ebagu Noja Itemili Abese Bolo na Choco Eko Bunenu Oego Betono Chiesi Ekenongi if is Alandia, the questions that they ask you answered it accurately. And I thank you for having this kind of knowledge. So it means that we are on our way. Thank you. Those who are asking how they will protect themselves, they should have, I think they are in Nigeria, some of them. Let them continue like that. So when it happens to them officially, then they will know what to do. That is for me. But if I am to tell them, they knew the amount they spent internationally in order, the money they borrowed all over the world in order to be bribing the whole world not to talk about Biafra. And they went as long as in Kenya, breach international law in order to kidnap our leader. Today, now, somebody that is more tougher, that is giving them hot seat. And he just, even the beans that we're talking of now, he has not bought, we have not started even to buy the beans in the market, talk of to grind it, talk of cooking it. The beast that he is just trying to give them tip of the name, they have not seen it. Until, we are not waiting until anyway, but they will see what is, well, I can't just say this because if I'm saying it, it seems as if I'm making secret for them.
2 minutes, please. There are a lot of people on the platform.
Thank you. Since they don't value the life of their children, but they value the life of our oil and other things our land, and they don't value us. Somebody like this governor of Imo State that is doing things in order for money. I say, God in heaven, may God have mercy on the people that were assigned for him and them to go under the grand field in the mighty name of Chukwu Kabiame. So it will be. Let me end here now. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mazi Chus. Thank you very much. All right, we move ahead. Onyeka, you have done something. Akos, please grab the mic.
Vam. How are you today? Happy Easter.
Happy Easter in advance.
Good Friday.
Thank
you. Good Friday. Yeah, my brother, I've been on air for the past 2 hours, and I can see it also. You have been on air for the past 2 hours.
Yes.
What a wonderful. When you hear humility, I don't know how God loved us so much and sent us personified humilities in the person of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and his son, his spiritual son, who took after his step without missing any step.
I'm telling you.
Humility. Imagine how Diolamma, in fact, he gave audience to that quest of being interviewed on our platform, and it was wonderful. See, the only thing I will say, my brother, I have seen Biafra has landed. Raf, do you know that before the tweeting of PM about all these rascals they want to send down to come and do whatever they want to do, if they thought it is US, okay, or UK? Now, I want to tell you how prepared African leaders, some good African leaders, they are waiting for the emergence of Biafra. Do you see that hand? That hand of Prime Minister Simon Ekpa will be raised. It will be raised. And I want to tell you what I saw clearly was, and the name of the country was given to me, and the president of that country was this Ghana. This Ghana. In fact, he couldn't. Simon Ekpa could not say anything. He was just watching. The guy raised his. The president raised his hand up, and he was giving him so much accolades. Wherever you think that the African country, they don't know what is going on right now, they know. They know. And I want to tell you, Biafra has come. Forget about, of course, you know now, I asked the question through the voice note about some people, the way the youth being bribed. Because the moment I saw that, and it's like social media, I mean, this gutter media were just carrying it. I know, no. These people cannot just come out and begin to say something if they were not pressured, and if money has not exchanged hands. You understand? For them to make such statement, I knew quite okay that these people are already failure. All right, and they are just a very small group that were bribed. Now, Raf, how do you equate this scenario that over 200 children were kidnapped, and many of them, some of them were killed, their teachers were killed? Then the next thing, somebody was bragging here and there and even called the so-called president series of names. They couldn't do anything. Rather, they only invited him and planned. Then the next thing is to swap. I call it, when I was making my when I was tweeting or posting.
Who was involved in that swap? Is it Gumi? Is it Gumi that negotiated for that thing?
In fact, it wasn't Gumi. Gumi was looking for another thing entirely.
Okay.
Why some people, they just cornered him. That money he was looking for, they did not give him. They didn't give him. So he was actually asking for the money to be given to him, so that he will go and talk to those people, his boys. It was when the money was not given to him that he started ranting all those things that he said, that you cannot.
Oh, it looks like a network hit him.
We don't know where you come from. You are a drug lord. Call him all sort of names, and he couldn't say anything. Then the next thing is to have a swap of 313 people.
See me from there.
You understand? They have a 313 Boko Haram terrorists, and the only excuse Nigerian army could give, or defense headquarters could give, it was pressure, that they were pressurized for them to release those 313. They are all fallacy. It was a swap. It was a big swap. And you want Biafra to be in that kind of system? The answer is no. We have a sane country that is coming up, and it's going to be a solid rock for Africa to rise up, and that is what is going to happen. You understand? So a lot of things are going on badly, and there is no way they can repair it, because every step they make, it is always mistake. Thank God for a man like this. Come December 2nd, all you see that they are doing right now is how to stop December 2nd. They don't have time again. Between now and that December 2nd, they knew quite okay that
Simon Ekpa will always do what he want to do, and he doesn't hide it. He will come out and carry everybody along, including the enemy, tell them what he's going to do, and he will definitely do it. And that's exactly why they are troubled. Okay, they are running here and there to stop December 2nd. But I tell you, nobody can stop December 2nd. Biafra has come.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Akos. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you so very much. All right, we have our sister Helen in the house. Please, let's grant the lady the microphone because we don't keep the ladies waiting for so long. Beloved Helen, please grab the mic.
Good evening, my Biafran people. Can you hear me?
We can hear you, beloved.
God bless every one of you. I love you guys. You are doing well. God bless every one of you. And my special regards to our Gbadagburu, the only thunder that have scattered in this. So I appreciate him. I'm here to beg on behalf of our people who decided to perish because of lack of knowledge and the fear of what the zoo will do to them. I am here to plead with our PM. Please ignore them and follow us up. We are the people, are not those ones. They are hungry. You know, they have been locked down for how many days now while they are killing them. You can see people that they are killing, executing, or buying, or whatsoever language they want us to use. Buying in the zoo, they are buying their people, yet they come out to say, hey, we are not Biafra, we are this, we disowned somebody with the only savior of your life. You want to disown the person. Don't you know you are going to perish then? Yeah, you are going to perish. I just pity them. It's out of hunger and out of threat. Our PS should not take them serious. We are the main people and we are with him. Nothing will happen. We are all Biafra. As they will relocate their geographical location to the north or to the west, because inside the what do you call it, Wazobia, there is Zo, there is Wa, and there is Bia. We belong to the Bia. If they know that their own land belongs to Zo or Wa, they can go there. That is just it. The definition of a nation, the simple definition of a nation is there in everywhere. If they want to research for it, they should go and research for the definition of a nation. A nation is where your geographical location falls on. And the geographical location of our land falls on Biafra. And we are Biafra. Even the time of the Biafra, what do you call it? The Biafra...
genocide, the genocidal war.
Of the Biafra then, before the main Biafra war came, there was a station of Biafra all over that unite every one of us.
The together. Eastern region. All of you were under the Eastern region.
Yeah, we were all under the Eastern region. And Biafra, in the map, there was Biafra map located in everywhere. Why now the zoo want to come and deceive you and you are believing them? Meanwhile, the Fulani who is coming from Futajalo is telling you that he's a Nigeria, and the core Fulani in Nigeria have accepted them. They are killing the indigenous, buying the indigenous people to take over their land, of which they have already started dragging land in the West. They are dragging people's land because they believe their father gave birth to them there. They have been grown there for a while now, so they own the land. And you think you will be exempted? They have already taken over your streets. Every Friday, you cannot access your business centers because of them. They will queue from one place to another in the main road, on the so-called your land that you are one Nigeria. My dear, please, my PA, I am here to plead on behalf of them. Please, forgive and let us move on. Thank you, my people. God bless you, because we have a lot of people still waiting. Thank you very much, my brother. God bless you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Massacre. God bless you. It's been a while. Love you. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you, beloved, for speaking for your own people and guiding their back. Because some of them are ignorant. They don't understand what is happening. And I thank God there are people like you to save them. That's why, people like you are the saviors of those people. And eventually, they will be grateful they have a daughter of the soil in you. Thank you so much, precious one. Thank you. All right. We are going to give the microphone. Mas, just a minute. Let's allow Eze Emmanuel. Eze Emmanuel, are you there? Grab the mic if you're
Yes,
there.
I'm there. Good evening.
Okay, let's hear from you, please. 2 minutes.
Okay, I just want to thank you people because I have been following to know how things are moving. So I'm so much happy. I'm calling from homeland. I so much appreciate what you people are doing.
Thank you very much.
Hello. Okay. Thank you very much. I really appreciate what you people are doing.
Thank you so much. Thank you. God bless you. I appreciate you. Okay. Thank you.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Fantastic evening to you. Okay, Mazi Max. I see that you have addendum. That's why you came back. I grab the mic. Watching again.
You see, nobody. I tell to Biafrans today in the homeland and the diaspora, nobody is going to give us Biafra. Nobody is going to support us more than what we are going to do by ourselves. We cannot rely on anybody to give us Biafra. It is our action that is going to give us Biafra. When we sit down, we fold our hands in our legs, in between our legs, and continue to pray to God and fast. What is holding us will continue to hold us. Sure, it will continue to hold us. These people are not ready to let go. What will make them to let you go is your actions. Actions is what is going to force these people to let us go. I am proud to have the Igbo Igbo speaking Biafran people in me. We are not cowards unless you chose to be a coward. I am wondering why we are doing the way. Why this Biafra has not come is because of the attitude of some of us. It is known in the world that the Igbo-speaking Biafrans are the richest tribe in Africa. When you have a serious problem, your freedom has been curtailed from you, your ingenuity, you cannot realize them anymore. What do you supposed to do? Use those riches God has blessed you to fight for your freedom like others did and got their freedoms. Do you expect me to come and tell you or plead with you? When my mother's ancestral land, which is your own father's ancestral land, is on the verge of being taken away. They cannot come on their own. Now they are using state powers to come. They equip them, they give them uniform, the same tax that is you pay to fund and clothe them, feed them, pay all their utilities in the barracks and so on and so forth, is what they are using against you today because their foot soldiers can no longer breathe in our land. We must continue, we must realize that the freedom of my mother's ancestral land lies in our hands. Nobody should make mistake about that. And for every support you have for the prime minister, do it until God brings back our everlasting strong leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That is the only thing we need to do. I am not happy with what is going on in my mother's ancestral land. Some are saying yes, some are saying no. Some don't even know where they belong to. And your mother's, your father's ancestral land is being taken away. They are now using the state governors in order to take land. They try Ruga. Ruga didn't work. They try, what do they call it? A colony, livestock colony or whatever. It didn't work. They try water resources bill. It did not work. Now they are using soldiers now in uniform to drive our people from those riverine areas like what they did in Okwama. Is it by coincidence? Is it by coincidence? They want to chase them away the same way they have allowed some places in Benue to be occupied by these aliens. That is what they are doing. They know that cannot you do it. Our people will not give them the power, the chance to do it. If everybody would do what Biafrans are doing in that caliphate controls government of Nigeria, everybody will be on their own today. But most of them believe that Nigeria will still work, that is a new Nigeria. A new Nigeria when you go and cast your votes don't count. They decide to put, they decide who rules you, they decide who rule you, they decide how they pieces what God has given to you in your land, and you are not ashamed to support them. Edwin Clark, his house was raided. 2 houses, his father's house and his own, were raided. They can only come out and shout on the radio, on the TV. What gave them the temerity to do that is because that you have sold your souls to these people. They have no respect or regards to you anymore because you have sold your own people to them. You become a commoner to them. That is who they are. You cannot betray your own and allow the same people you betray your own to love you, because they will be, you become a suspect to them. And when we tell you people this thing, most of us that have lived with these people that knows their pulse and how their heartbeats are, when we come out here to tell you, you say, oh, these people are talking rubbish. Just like the way they told Mazen Namdekan, and today it is happening in your eyes. It is happening in your eyes. How many months? How many months? Most of you who were supporting one Nigeria, go and do election. This is the last. This is the. What did they do to you? Nobody is going to stop us, my Pastor Vam Vam Vam. Not even Satan. Not even Satan. We are better and stronger in the Lord Chukwokika than Satan. We are going to do what we have to do. And we are going to get our Biafra. If we don't get Biafra, the departed soul that started this fire will never be happy with us. Even including me, as long as I have the Biafran blood in me, they will never be happy with us. We must try. We must do something good. We must restore this nation, that Biafra, and our people must be free. I say thank you so much. And may God continue to strengthen all of you. May God strengthen, may God give you the strength. May God give you a fighting spirit more than we have today in order to make sure that we get what we want. And that is my prayer, so that I will bring back my daughter, your one, back to Biafra land, where they will stay and rejoice and hit their shoulders that, yes, my father, who is not a true, a Biafran, also contributed to the restoration of Biafra. And our Chukwokika Abiama will bless all of you for your contribution. My name is Sister Helen. I salute you. My name is May Chukwokika Abiama bless you wherever you are. If you are still listening, yes, it's been a while. They banned me from speaking from the space because of what I said there. When the truth hits them, they will find a way to chase you away. They have chased me away from space, but as long as our Chukwokika Abiama give us other platforms where we can express ourselves, I will always be there to express myself and show that support that I have for the people of Biafra. Pastor Vam Vam Vam, Chineke Goziengi, Chineke Goziengi,
They will. Thank you very much, Mazi. Thank you. Thank you very much. Wow. That was very, very powerful from you tonight. All right, Onyeka, I want you to give us your own last submission. What this sister will speak, then we'll close the service because our promise have already done it.
Thank you, dear friends. Thank you, Kenwadiana. Thank you so much. All I want to say, our Prime Minister, more grace to your elbows, all the ministers and all the Biafra frontliner in this liberation and the declaration process remain consistency personified. At the time, no fear. Do not be afraid of anyone. be bold in front of our enemies because we are fighting for what is ours without taking what belongs to anybody. We are going to get it without looking back. Thank you.
Thank you, Onyeka. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful night over there. What time is it right there in India? What time is it right now? Didn't hear me.
Oh, now is 2:30 a.m.
A.M. midnight. Nimabali.
Yes, yes.
Now, wow, this Biafra, Biafra is really making us see at 2:30 a.m. somebody is still awake, he's not sleeping because of his freedom. Because freedom is very important. Wow. Thank you so much. Thank you, Machineke. Thank you. All right, Warri sister.
My brother.
Thank you.
My brother, Bam.
My
darling brother, God bless you. We will not stop. We will carry on. I wonder why my sister Eileen is begging for them. Please, they should go and remind them what Korea did to their people that betray. You should go and remind them what Korea people, some of them, they say some of them doesn't have their passport, right? People that didn't support them. So
yeah, most of them, some of them are still they didn't allow them inside North South Korea. Some of them are still in the north.
Still in the north.
Exactly. And those that entered inside South, they refuse to give them a South Korea passport.
So
they are just residents in their own country.
In their own country. Can you imagine that? This is what we should be preaching to them. There's no point of begging on their behalf. You see, you say if you want to perish, you perish. Perish for good thing. But you say you want to follow the janja with people. Why am I going to beg for you? We are telling you now, you have time, you have space, you have the whole time now for you to come to our side so that when the Biafra come, you will enjoy it. You want to be an ordinary man in your own land, that you will not have a say. That if they think we are lying, they should go and find out about South Korea. You people should go and Google South Korea. You people that are deaf and dumb, that are blind, that doesn't want to hear or listen or see what is going on. You want to follow those people. Go and Google what happened to Korea. They are citizens. They didn't give them passport. Such will happen to you people because they're only brainwashing you people now. What our prime minister is doing is only normal to help you people, not for any other thing. It's only now that will come out and come and tell you, oh, we don't support Simon Ekpa. Who are you to speak when good people are talking? Who are you? What have you done to the people? Where were you when they were massacring people? Where were you when the fight was on? Where were you? Why now you open your gutter mouth and come and say you don't support or you support? Who give a toast if you support or not? Who wants to hear your voice? When you say you don't support, so what will happen? Then the whole world will come to close. We don't care. We don't know you. The real ones that wants to follow us will follow us. Like my sister take like PN said, it's only 1%. You people is 1%, even less than 1%. So who is going to listen to you? Who is going to listen to you? That you are coming out now. You are only just fooling yourself. You are disgracing yourself. At the end of the day, your people will be liberated by fire, by force. We will drag you people into it. We will drag you, we will pull you into it. If not, your head will be chopped off like what they do in Hausa, in Fulani land. So take now. They say, make haste when the sun is still shine or whatever they say it. Me, I don't know. Do it now that we are fighting for you. It's only now you have. You don't have tomorrow. Because if not, you will be a commoner in your own land. And the time is dragging nearer. Can't you see? When the food is almost cooked, that is when the hunger will come more. It's almost close, though. It's not far. December is not far. It's around the corner. You don't have time. Repent now and come to us. We that are here fighting to make ends meet, to make sure that you people hear and listen to us. We are not fools.
We are your children too. All those old ones, we are your children, we are your brothers, we are your sisters that wants people to come. So I'm not going to beg for you. If you don't want to join, they will do you what they do South Korea. Thank you, my brother. Thank you.
Thank you so
I give
much,
my mic.
sister. That was a very profound submission also. But there's something our sister Helen is saying. Helen says, the Bible says, my people perish for lack of knowledge. And that's what is happening to them. They lack knowledge. So we need to plead on their behalf so they will have no excuse to give in due time. I know those that are stubborn, they will still be doing their head baka. Even when you plead for them, they will still refuse because of the small money that the zoo will give them. But just like what his sister has said, they will use them as suya very soon. And they will not even live to tell the story. That's how it is. And that's how they roll in the zoo. And it will play, it will show on them. Gabriel Alozia, unmute yourself and grab the mic. Gabriel Alozia, unmute yourself and grab the mic. Gabriel Alozia, you are not there. The network is not letting you. And we have come to the end of this. In fact, it has been almost 3 hours. Our PM, out of these 3 hours, our PM did 2 hours and more than 2 hours. More than 2 hours. So for those that didn't start with us, you can go back and watch it from the beginning. This program was started with the PM live and direct, answering questions from Diolamma. Anyway, I'm going to leave it here until I see you tomorrow by the grace of Kokabiama. Catch your phone. Have a wonderful night, everyone. Thank you. Thank you, Wari sister. Gabriel, I'm sorry. I don't know. You couldn't come in. I'm sorry about that. Anyway, thank you. All right, we move. I'm going to end it with a song. Okay. Before then.
Mazi Kesi. I'm never enwele anyị ime mmụọ. And them somebody like Abu Mege, Abu the Male, the Male where I ime mmụọ in this group. Just watch you go to this video. Came on this man now baby na video or ordinary person call. When you ordinary person, it was EJ tell aka what I go. I watch go mbona even social media one. We go WhatsApp, my Facebook, and one another man. But I go. What do you want to remember? What are the exposition? I can't remember. No, cha. The man Jimmy. Even the man on our one or one to very now. On our one to very now no. Because I've run any human being. I name even a middle man still. I walk one look at again on a run away. One hour with the worst of it. I would come out the same. I run a run away. Why you get you even if you are not at one. I was this man Ijaw work with the social media. What I go see, I guess I'm what I need. I'm a Iwelanya Ijaw female more watch the man confirm whatever I need. Oh, Indini na go against it at home. So boy Budia Polo. I need one away. What now give to okay, you know, I got my oh, yeah, I'm going to me. I don't way. Nah, this man, oh, she check it, my this check it, check you. She check it, the man, on our bottle. Don't go never take it because all who came even see that home, even see that home, all the bank of what they give, all the call involved neighbor. Because I wrote as it only no be account what it at home, on your pussy, as it on ya now, but I pussy, oh, never, then I can walk up with pussy.
My lawyer, you might go to Simon Ekpa, no, I don't know, almost trusted of Simon Ekpa. I put a point here. I look at where this man, Commander ESN, of the point here, who's your child?
I think it's panicking. Panic. Yeah, I love it. They're panicking. Unbelievable. It's panicking. It's panicking.
Nah, in fact, all the good neighbor. Okay, I'm just waiting on the canoe. I went to what's not on the canoe. The channel might be open. There's nothing you will tell me. Someone ever walk. On a walk. One will back on a walk. Against the city home. It's also more bully. And they want to wait. Nah, this man, she check it, man. This is check it, check you. She check it, the man, on our bottle. Not going to because all came on. And I want my labor. Now we are scored. Now we are maybe in a I said,
that is why I've always told you that where you take my name to, so long as my hands are clean, the people will bring the evidence to use against you. If you take my name to do evil, when I have not come to do evil in Biafra struggle, you will be exposed in the right time. Even your husband will send the information and the evidence to use against you. Your daughter will send me the information that we are going to use to expose you. Your husband, your children, your family members will send me the information we are going to use to expose you. I have been saying this thing from day one. Any place I stand is where I stand. I don't shift left and right. I stand where I stand until the end. Any place I stand is where I stand. I don't shift left and right. I stand where I stand until the end. Any place I stand is where I stand. I don't shift left and right. I stand where I stand until the end.